waiting for Bambo.
Oh, look,
DPs.
we're live.
DPs.
That load the chat.
I love your little smile.
Don't tell me you're unavailable.
I gotta go down, edit the video, because I gotta turn off the damn,
Hot.
yeah. Save, yep, okay.
If anybody beats me in today, then
Then I gotta go over here and copy just the invite link.
was that supposed to say and David or second?
I was typing fast.
Hey,
Hey,
Russell. Hey, Jonathan.
Okay, so now that's done. I've got them pinned. What else don't I have done?
No, you have everything done.
Everything looks okay to me.
Okay, so which one of you two want to be the host?
To be honest, you can just leave it.
Just
Leave
leave
yourself
it
as
as
host. Just
co-host?
turn your camera off.
Okay, just
So-
leave you two as co-hosts, right?
Yeah.
Can you make other people co-hosts as they come in?
No. Only a
Only,
host can
only
do
the
that.
host can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna I'll make David, I'll make you the host.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'll just shut myself down.
Yeah, just turn off your camera and just leave it so you won't be on screen and then. I think if you close Zoom, then it end it.
Okay, stop video. And stop audio, right?
Yep. There.
Okay, I'll be back.
Happy flying. Can we make AZ the host? I don't think we can. He's in the chat. Normally.
AZ's not actually in the chat yet.
No. It's only people on the panel that can be made a host. So tomorrow I've got. I'm gonna go pick that letter up. Then what else? We've got to be back for 3 o'clock, out at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what time does Amber school finish tomorrow?
Normal time.
You only finish early on your last day.
No, they don't. Not primary school.
Yeah. He'll be around. He's probably busy.
Who?
AZ. taking a break from fixing everyone's computer.
No, I just need to do something. Was I on this morning? I don't think we were we?
No. Can I ask? Can you hear the cockatiels actually on Zoom?
No. Well, I don't think I can.
Because they've woken up from their nap and now on the rampage.
I don't understand why I wouldn't have that picture saved
What picture?
of my ID card.
Silence is very loud in here. It is. At least you know we're reading the chat.
Yep, always read the chat.
Did you let Lance in?
No, they can come straight in, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah,
Don't they? It's not
yeah.
like you.
Justin, not Justin. Paul hasn't got waiting room on.
Oh, we're waiting for Mr. Hodges, Mr. Stickley,
I don't know if Hodges is around this evening.
and I don't know what Dominic's surname is. So Dominic,
Oh, he's got an Italian surname, so.
I ain't even trying.
Oh, Lance dropped out.
Well, Rio's gone to bed behind the curtain. Pippa's doing some upside down crap.
Jonathan, I told him we was going over to Paul, so I put it in the chat. But I'll send him a link actually while I think about it.
Who's that? Jason.
Yeah, I've got him on.
Hey, Lance, how are you?
Good. I was having issues getting in. I don't know
Yeah.
what the problem was. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're all right. Your problem was Zoom.
Yeah.
It's always playing up. Keeps trying to get me to buy it. He keeps telling me my free trial is up and I should buy it. Like, sod off.
Well, I thought I had Jason.
Dominic will have him, won't he?
I think so.
Jonathan says hi, Lance.
Hey, Jonathan, I don't see the chat right now. I'm kind of looking around. How are you doing, Jonathan?
You know what? There's something that links everybody on this panel together. We all have the same type of doorways.
What, blurred ones?
Now, with
Yeah.
a proper door frame and the panel door, and some countries they don't have the door frame, do they? Just screwed to the wall.
You guys know who Brian Mackey is?
Yeah, Paul's just gone to fly a ship. For anyone in the chat, Paul will be back.
Alright. Don't confuse me.
What the hell?
You guys know who Brian Mackey is? From Houston.
Hi, huh?
This is his work. I thought I'd show. He did pretty cool. It's a Insta 360.
Look at them lights.
Isn't that cool? And then he's got some drone mixed in here as well. So he's got a little bit of drone and he's got a little bit of his 360 camera. There he is right there. And then do you know, let's see, right? Steve Hyde.
No.
Steve Hyde is a drone flyer.
No, it's not Paul. It is Lance on YouTube. Paul is out flying a ship. He'll be back shortly.
He's left us in charge.
Brave man. Well, I like a Christmas tree. Much better than our Trafalgar Square one.
Yeah, he did a really good job with his video.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, hello, Dominic.
Hello, Dominic.
Yeah.
Hey, Dominic.
Yeah.
This is Brian Mackey's work. I'm showing off.
He always does good stuff.
Yeah, with his 360s. I
Yeah.
love the stuff you can do with the 360.
Yeah.
And there's Steve Hyde and his wife.
Oh,
what's her
another
name?
great photographer.
Yeah. And what's her name? Maria?
Maria Davis.
No, Hyde.
Okay.
It's his wife. It's
Yeah. Glow.
They're Geo. It's
Geo.
Geo.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geo Maria. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. One good thing about having Christmas lights in the Northern
Look
Hemisphere
at that.
is it gets dark earlier.
Yes. So
I'm gonna wait
yesterday.
till 9:30 before it. I'm gonna wait till 9:30 at night before it gets dark here.
Yes. Unless you lived
I'm
in
in bed
Hawaii.
by that time.
If you lived in Hawaii year round, it's dark at 7.
Yeah.
I went to go fly, Dominic, yesterday when I left here. I was going to go fly the Christmas lights, and I load up my car. I open the garage. I look out, and it's pouring down rain. It's like, I'm not going right now. It's not raining now. I may go in about an hour.
As I said to Laura earlier, it was a beautiful day. It rained in the morning yesterday. Beautiful afternoon. Get ready about 4:30. Get myself because I was ready. Get to go into one of my favourite spots. Just as I get there, the wind starts. And I went, oh no, not again. Just seems to be. We just seem to having the wind just seems to whip up late in the afternoons in about the last week. It's really frustrating.
Yeah. Look at this. This is cool. Look at that.
Yeah,
That is bitching right there.
exactly.
You edited that really well.
So is this BMAX video?
Yep.
Excellent work, BMAX. Love it.
And what a cool little thoroughfare here. I mean, with all those lights lit up, and I like how he combines. He goes and drives.
Yeah,
it,
the
and he goes and
combination.
flies it. Yeah,
The editing together.
yes.
What was going to get him seen breaking the law then? Jumping a red light.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. That's his wife right here. Who just walked in front of us.
hmm
And there's Steve again.
Yeah.
And
She's in the chat regularly on the USDS live stream.
His wife got seasick watching it.
they're out there having fun. It looks like it's fairly good weather.
Hey, waypoint.
Brian.
I like the swapping video then.
Mm.
So he probably did this in 2 days. He probably went and partied with the group one day and then flew another day.
Mm.
I guess that would be my guess. I wouldn't think that he would leave his group and go fly. Oh, there goes Santa. There goes Bob. There goes Bob Dempsey.
Yep. Yep. Hey, Tim,
Howdy,
back.
Tim.
you're back.
Evening, Tim.
Yep. There we go. And we're away.
Where we go? Where we going?
What?
He said, and we're
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
I-
hey, Brian. I hope you don't mind I shared that, bud. I should have probably asked you, but I'm sure you're fine with it.
Yeah, you're just doing a couple of grand copyright claim.
yeah, you're just gonna have a yeah.
I don't think I played the music, did I?
No,
No,
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
no, BMAC copyright claiming you.
Oh, yeah. He's saying that the music really helps. Yeah, he really picked some good music as well. And Brian and I were chatting earlier today. I don't know if we were doing it on Facebook or on his actual YouTube channel, but the cool thing about the Insta360 is that same footage he could edit differently using the same footage, and
Yeah.
you'd never know,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Here comes Paul.
You bet, Brian. I really dug that. You did a very good job. And
Oh, excellent.
and
Excellent.
Brian, I think I don't know if you were here when I said you probably filmed that in 2 days. I'm guessing you probably went out with Steve and the gang one night, and then you flew another night. Is that
Where
kind
am
of how that worked?
Where am I looking for Paul?
Was that?
You just said, "Here comes Paul."
Oh, I thought, has he always been there?
Yeah. We have been live for quite a while, about 15 minutes.
I know that. I saw that, but I didn't realize he was actually still on the screen.
Yeah, he's just got his camera
Oh,
off.
yeah, because the
Right.
reason why is I jumped in when you were full screen,
Yes.
when you were sharing, so I didn't see him actually on there.
Here comes Paul to his own channel.
Yeah, I'm cooked. I tell you, I'm cooked. No. Now you can clip that if you want.
Here comes Paul. He's already here.
Yeah.
I've got some clipping to do already.
Believe me, there's a lot of things we could clip.
Oh, and I clipped Justin's stream from when Matt was on there.
Mm-hmm. We could have a whole clip show.
Yeah, we need to go back over the year and like Justin the Classy Broad and all the different things that people have done.
I haven't got a time to go through a whole year's worth of people's videos.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it'd be about 3 hours long, I reckon.
yeah, but if you all set yourself a little set. What's up?
What's
Well,
up?
for some reason, that link in Paul's chat didn't work for me.
That's because we were trying to keep you out. We thought we're going to fool Justin. He'll keep clicking and never make it in. And actually, Justin, it took me about 3 times too. So there was definitely an issue with Zoom, I think.
Yeah, I kept saying invalid ID.
Or you could have inboxed me, asked for the link.
I think mine said something like, "Don't join, Justin's coming. Don't join, Justin's
Yeah.
coming."
What I will do is I will copy the link and post it in the chat just in case anyone needs it.
Jesus, I got fucking
Don't worry,
15 more
Brian.
pill bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, B-Mac, since you've done a live.
Oh,
Hot Rod, you're funny. And it is not raining out now. So in about 2 hours, I'm going to go try to fly the really cool neighborhood in my area and do some Christmas lights. But that was my
Yeah.
plan yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday, as soon as I
Thank you.
loaded my car, I opened the garage and
All right.
it was raining.
Yeah.
My best. I can't. The power thing blew out, and now I can't like plug in anything, or so everything's gonna die. So I have to move my computer stuff where I was supposed to move it.
It's Hot Rod.
Well, then move it, Kelsey.
Howdy.
Good evening.
Hey, Rod.
What about her? You don't have any other choice.
I got something done today. Took me a little while, but I got it done. So that's my new prop guard on my Cinelog 20.
Can we make you full screen? How do we make you full screen? That's cool. Laura, Laura, can you make him full screen? Who's in charge?
Spotlight. There you go.
Show it again, Rod.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, put it in front of your face though, because it's
Why? Why
Yeah,
you put,
yeah, I know I'm ugly.
Why you putting prop guards on an FPV drone?
okay.
Because it's a Cinewoop. And the
Okay.
ones that came with it from Gep RC are freaking thin, really super thin pieces of plastic. Sort of these pieces right here.
And
were
Brad printed those for you, didn't he?
Yeah, Brad printed these for me. So I went ahead and put all 4 of them on instead of the factory ones came in, so I could have replaced just the one, but I decided to go ahead and
Laura,
put
there's a
these
message
on.
for you in the chat.
Yeah, I filed Tim under ignore.
No, he's got some good advice. Stop eating Lego.
Anyways, these are made out of
Yeah,
Pet G.
PLA,
No, Pet G. It's actually
PG.
tougher. PET Pet G. PET.
PETG.
And yeah, I can tell these things will take a hit. I need to take it outside and fly it, and I think I'll fly it into a palm tree just to see.
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead, head first, straight into a palm
Just
tree.
go and ruin it.
The worst case, it'll break a prop. I get more props. It's an FPV drone. You expect to break props. Okay, you can take me off the full screen.
I have.
Oh, good.
Realest nigga in it. What my motherfucking award?
What the
What
hell
the-
was that?
What the hell?
The hell was that?
Anyways, when I broke
That was
one,
me.
I dropped the drone. I dropped the drone out of the sky from about 5 feet
Hey,
up.
Max.
Sort
Okay,
of,
who's doing the
Let's
rapping?
see.
sort of nosed it down
These
straight into
facts
the
and
ground.
figures all up and ready.
Sorry about that, guys. I was watching a video,
Yeah.
and the
I didn't know if we all had to just get up and start doing a rap.
and this is Jesus Trevano, also from the Houston
Oh,
area.
yeah. Another
He
great,
he's another great
creator.
photographer, and he just got the Avata maybe I'm guessing a month ago, and he's having a lot of fun with it, and he just posted this one, and he does a real good job. I think
Jonathan,
Brian,
sorry, wrong video.
you hang out with him, don't you, Mac? Every once in a while, Brian.
What?
But
Oh.
yeah, he did a really cool job with this. And then another good one. Brian did a really good one, and I forget who you were with, Brian. Angie, maybe, and you did the railroad tracks. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, can you just stop sharing that a minute
Yep, I will.
and just take off the captions, because the captions will definitely go into that video.
Okay, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
They're going
how
to
to
say,
do
what the hell is that?
Yeah, did you
Yeah,
see the
how do
captions
I
thinking
talk
about
about
getting
that?
hard and stuff and porn?
I didn't see the captions. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's quite funny.
I don't know
Yeah,
how to
it's
do-
quite funny, but there'll be people that get offended by it.
Mine doesn't say captions on it. Anyway, I'll just
Right, who set
Fine.
captions?
Paul's got captions on again.
oh he
Mhm.
does. Maybe he has it on.
Right, captions are in English. Caption settings.
Let me just double check. No, they're not on actually, because I've just checked YouTube.
Why does it show captions? Because I don't see it. Weird.
Yay.
Okay, well, anyway.
Max said that they made a cottage pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Did it have
I'm
lamb?
going to try the shepherd's
Beef.
pie next.
If you want to watch an interesting video, Stevie Bronx just posted his a little bit ago where he crashed his DJI FPV drone at that drift track. Surprisingly, it survived pretty well. Even after it got run over, apparently. i.e. capture life connection.
Hey, Brian, do you mind if I show the your railroad video?
Brian was playing engineer.
Right, why are the captions
He
on?
was.
Mike,
He was.
okay.
Why are the captions on? Why are the captions on?
David, at the bottom it says show captions or hide them. You need to hide them. At the bottom of Zoom.
Yeah, I can see that. I've got the
Maybe in
caption.
the
It says show
security
captions.
settings.
It's not.
Click them on and click them off then. Maybe that.
Yeah, click them on and off again.
I
Well
did.
done, Max.
Because you're the host.
Yeah, it's still there.
They take a little while to come off.
Oh no. Let's try again. Hmm.
I may have seen this one, Lance.
Yeah, he did it. I want to fly this one, that train right there. I want to do my light painting around that train. It's so cool.
I think he tried to go inside and got scared because the connection went weak, if I remember right.
I think he went in and got caught in there. I forget now.
Yeah,
That's
something
wild.
like that.
Yeah. But it looked
Looks
cool
like an awesome
inside.
spot.
But he's with who are you with, Brian? Angie, I think.
Yeah, this was
With Angie.
Angie.
Yeah.
And this is a fun one as well. And this is the port of Galveston. I think.
I love the red light. I love the guy who ran the red light.
Yeah.
I commented about that on his freaking video too. If you watch at that stoplight, you'll see one guy came through like late as hell. It's like, okay,
Oh,
good
like
enough.
that guy right there.
Yeah, like that guy right there.
that truck
Uh-huh.
just ran it.
Like a,
Yeah.
it looks like a spot we have here.
Mini
Mhm.
4 Pro, Brian's new toy.
Mm.
Right, I've managed to kill captions.
Oh, good.
With a knife or a gun?
Both.
Both? Okay.
Got to make sure it's done.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Jesus's pick of music. That must have been funny to have captions on.
Mm.
Heat it up here.
Awesome.
Now with the Avata, he needs to fly in between those two trains.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you've got to,
Oh wait, no, this is the Mini 4 Pro. If he's got the Mini 3 Pro, he can use the goggles and the motion controller and fly between there.
Yeah, fly through the cab of the train. Sure.
yeah.
I've
Yeah,
flown
you
my
can fly between those
It's a-
trains as long as there's no wind.
I've flown my Mavic
Hey, I hear
3
Joe.
Pro
Oh, there
with
you
the
are, Joe.
goggles.
Hey, Joe, that was a great picture. Is that your granddaughter?
That is my baby girl's baby girl.
Okay. Cute picture.
Good.
Does no one actually go out and de-weed the tracks?
No, those aren't used anymore. You can tell.
Yeah.
Brian does that with his
One
Mini
way,
4. He gets real low and just cuts the grass.
one way you can tell is because they're not
Where the cars
shiny.
are parked.
Well, I mean, they're not shiny. They wouldn't be all rusted like that on the
It's
top.
a storage facility, basically.
Like a barnyard.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you can always tell a difference between abandoned tracks and well-used tracks. Is the
Mm.
tops of the rails will be all shiny, like mirror shiny. If they're all rusted, and that means there ain't been shit on those rails in a long time.
Mm.
As the train rules will keep the top of the tracks all nice and clean.
Yeah.
Looks like Laura has what is she flying? The Pro, the Mavic 2 Pro?
Looking at the controller, it must be.
Yeah, it looked like it. Or the Mavic.
It's something pre-Air 2 because it's not the RC1N1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big ass yacht right there.
Yep.
And it had the phone on the bottom.
Well, that looks like one of the shipyards we've got down here.
Galveston Bay, where all the cruise ships leave from. I don't know
Tell
if this is
Brian
the
to turn the
actual waterway.
captions off on his video. Keeps telling us where he's at.
Oh, is he?
RF ghost in there, Brian? More like I think all the metal in there is snagging your signal.
Yeah.
I want to get to the. I think he's got his.
Because we've got a couple of
Wow.
really big cruise ships out my way.
Maybe the Avada's not on this this footage. And
Well, it
that
is part
is-
2 of
this is-
3, so that
Yeah, maybe part 1.
that is definitely probably the 2 Pro.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was talking about her having the 2 zoom. So it's the
2
2
zoom.
zoom, not the 2
Okay.
pro.
There's a mini one was the last one, or yeah, the mini one was the last one to have that controller. That type of controller.
Brian, this isn't. You don't have your Avada footage. I wanted to show that.
Probably part 1. I don't know if it's part
Yeah.
1 or part 3. I don't know how many part. Oh, it says part 2 of 3. I don't know whether it's 1 or 3.
now this is part 2 you're watching.
Yeah, but I don't know if his Avada is in part 1 or part 3.
Oh, part 1 or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look for it here.
It's one of the other ones. They flew all over the place that day.
Yeah,
Brian,
too,
type in which one it is, dude. I can find it. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, Iceland finally went up last night.
Grindavik.
volcano.
Here's
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I was watching it. I was watching about the lives.
And right where they said it was going to go up.
Hmm.
Hooray for the scientists. They were semi-accurate for once. Ah, he says number 1 for the Avada, Lance.
Okay, cool.
Part 1.
I will. And you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll get play. And then you'll see the light painting that Steve Hyde did. I think he did it with I think Steve said he did it with a professional photographer. And right here. And
Oh,
I
nice.
want to do that. I've done this with a high school senior. She was a golfer, but I want to do it with something cool like this. And I've done it with a boat, but not nearly as nice as this one. But this is cool.
Long exposure with lights.
Yep. About a 15-second roughly 15-second exposure with that.
I don't do anything with high school seniors. I wait till they're in college.
Let's see here. Well, I think this is the Avada. I can't. Yeah, he's got his goggles on, doesn't he?
For those of you that have the Avada, it run into any sort of signal thing, go to Amazon and you can buy Yagis that will fit on those antennas and put those on your goggles. It helps.
What are they called, Hot Rod?
Yagis. YAGGI.
Okay.
And they'll slip right over the antennas. And at least when I was flying my Mavic 3 Pro with the goggles, I seemed to get about double the distance before I had a video issue with the goggles.
YAZI?
YAGG.
G.
Z is in zebra.
No, G for
G.
giraffe.
Okay. Double G?
Double G.
Okay.
I thought it was only one G, but that's
Okay.
Actually, let me just go
There he
find
goes.
let me go find
There he
my
goes.
link.
yeah.
and
Find
then-
the
Yeah,
let me show you the ones that I bought.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Uh-oh. Don't do it, Brian. Don't do it.
do it. Oh, he doesn't.
There he goes.
There you go.
Cool. Immediately.
Ah, there's your problem.
And he's starting to wander. Starting to.
It's that metal.
Yeah, YAGI. Yeah.
oh, here they are. Oh, 1G. not 2Gs. Sorry.
So I just looked it up.
So let's
Oh,
see
that
here.
train looks in better condition than some of the ones that are running in the UK now.
So Lance, it'll be on the YouTube chat, but
Okay.
there's
Awesome.
there's the Amazon links to the one that I bought.
What did
It's
they
perfect.
cost?
$15, $12. How
Okay.
much are they here? Let me look.
Has anyone lost signal with the Avada? I don't take mine far enough away yet.
Those aren't available, but there's some other ones for $12.96. That's why I bought it. It was just freaking cheap. You don't do anything but just slide them onto the antenna. I wonder if the other ones work.
So they're sitting on top of your head.
You just slide them onto the antenna. It gives
Yeah.
you better signal strength. In the
Yeah.
5 gigahertz bandwidth, because it's got 5 little bars. If it's got 3, that's for 2.4.
And I have not lost signal, but I don't take mine far enough away. But you see that guy from Miami who posts a lot? He's got to lose signal. You know which guy I'm talking about?
Mm,
I think his first name starts with an S and his last name starts with a C. I don't know how to pronounce it,
oh,
but he flies like crazy town. I mean, he's good. But
Yeah, the other day Johnny we took it out to the lighthouse. That's at about 2,000 feet, and he never lost signal.
your line of sight there too, aren't you, Joe?
Oh, it's perfect line of sight. I've had
Yeah.
weird things like over by Fontainebleau Park. I've gone behind the buildings and tried to come through a metal sculpture and
Yeah.
got all kind of transmission issues, started going
They
to the
gave her
right and
2
everything
shots
else.
of
Okay.
fentanyl in the ambulance.
Let me see if I can find this guy's.
Yeah, he
and
was.
show you.
he was in the
show you what he
first aid, but
does.
He was in the room following.
anyways,
This guy right
if
here.
I have any signal issues, I throw the Yagis on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Rod, I got the drone back. They replaced the drone. They just gave me a new one.
Yeah, that's normal in that process.
Yeah.
The only time
For
I've
the
actually
last-
got my drone back was when I burned out the ESC
Yeah.
on my drone. They repaired that one and sent it back. Every other one that I've ever done, they sent me a different drone.
Follow up with the urologist.
So for the last 30 minutes, I was changing the FAA serial number and calling my insurance company and getting that put on and everything else before I fly it.
Good idea.
Yeah, and the doctor said.
I'm gonna go fly it in about an hour. I want to go hit those Christmas lights.
So you would think you would
It's-
lose
I think it's flat.
signal getting down low into those trees.
Yes, because in Florida,
Oh,
most of
okay.
those trees
And
are
the
have
lady was
tons of
yeah.
water in
But
them,
he
which tends
said-
to mess with the signals.
I guess studies have shown that people who pass kidney
He
stones, that right
flies it
before
like
they.
crazy in here, and he doesn't seem to lose any signal that we can tell anyway.
You don't have the goggles view, so you won't know. I like
Yeah.
doing this, like 2 foot off the water.
And if you lose signal, does it return to home? I've
Yeah.
never experienced that.
Yeah, it will.
Okay. I've had that low battery return to home, but that's about it. And
Well, that low battery thing aggravates me.
yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, that low battery, I don't like that either.
He'll tell me I'll be flying. He'll say low battery, and all of a sudden just completely freeze.
Hello, Paul.
And he's using head
Hey, how you
tracking.
doing?
Oh, he's actually back this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, it's actually Paul's actually on his show.
Yeah. David can go ahead and make me back host again if he'd like.
Too late. What you done it?
Oh, you did it already? All right, you're the man.
Too late. We sold the show to somebody else.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'll give it back to him. Just boat him.
Well, it was colder than hell flying, but it was perfect. It was just at sunset.
I love head tracking,
I'm a-
by the way.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go shoot those Christmas lights in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to get dark, but it's gonna be freaking 40 degrees.
Yeah, they put them on
but I'm going through it. I'm
And this
putting my
guy
new
also-
baby up.
Send it.
This guy also does.
Actually gave me the good stuff.
He flies
Uh,
through.
Oh, right. You got the
Apartments.
good stuff then.
Okay, they gave me 12 of them.
Yeah.
So that's Justin
I-
Justin.
I told that doctor I ain't going home unless you give me something. I said that shit was too painful. I'm not going back to the house.
You'd do anything for an anal probe, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That was free with the ambulance ride. I'm just glad I didn't have to pay for anything.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give you
those-
guys a quick preview of the
My
flight I
ambulance
just
ride
did.
was covered in full.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You're down there.
Funny.
Yeah, this is the Air 2S.
Nice background.
What a great drone.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
By the way, fentanyl's overrated.
It all depends on how much you get.
Like I said, whatever dose they gave me didn't do jack shit. So it sucked.
It's a bad drug, I'm telling you.
Hmm.
Kills lots of people.
What took place, Justin? What did
I
you
had
do?
to go to the ambulance ride because I got really bad kidney stones and I was in a lot of pain. I was pissing blood. So
Oh, geez. You want to hear a
Yeah.
dad joke?
Yeah,
Does
go
your,
ahead.
does your face hurt?
No.
It's killing me. My daughter loves that one. She says, "Dad, that's a dad joke."
In fact, fentanyl is killing so many people that down in Mexico, one of the gangs down there literally told all their, I don't know, managers or whatever,
Managers.
no more fentanyl, or we're gonna kill you.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
killing their
They're
customers.
killing too many of they're killing too many of the people buying the
Well,
drugs.
not only
Exactly.
that,
It's killing their
is
customers.
They're killing the
fentanyl.
customers.
Well, that's what I was saying a few weeks ago, that there was a news article that came out that supposedly said the cartel was
Yeah.
going to start banning
Crack
it
down on it.
because
Yeah.
not only that, but it's also bringing way more heat on them than any other drug ever has before.
Well,
And
no
they
shit,
don't.
because it kills people.
And now that
Hmm.
the U.S. government's like, threatening to make them a terrorist organization and all this other shit, now they're getting scared. And now they're starting to get real nervous because they get put on that terrorist as a terrorist group. Guess what? Here come the drone strikes in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. With you,
Because
Donald.
once you
Yeah,
get
we'll just-
labeled as a
we'll
terrorist
just-
organization,
Yeah, what we do is we
The
all get
mili-
our Air 2S's and put some and add something to it and just go up and strike them.
well, what I'm saying is once you get
All
put
of
on the
their
terrorist
2S's.
organization list, the military has unraveled. Just they can pretty much go after you wherever you're at. It kind of gives them an open, just here you go, fuck them up. And that's what they're getting nervous
M9Q or
about.
MQ9 or whatever they are.
Yeah.
M9Q.
Get on that list and you say, "You're mine now, bitch."
Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it does. It gives the military almost unfeathered action to be able to do what they want, to go after them, and they don't want to get put on that list. Trust me, because that's going to be the end of them real quick.
That was my flight.
Plus, there's
Nice.
supposable
Very nice,
connections
Paul.
between them and the CIA anyway. You remember when they found all those guns down in Mexico that had all the CIA?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that we let go through because we wanted to try to track them and see where they were all
Right.
going.
Well, that was the.
Yeah, that was
that's
a
what they
smart decision.
told everybody, but who's to say they weren't working with the CIA, the cartel for some reason? Like, they just gave them the fucking guns. I mean, there's no telling.
Let's
Because
send
nobody's going to
500.
get a hold of CIA guns unless the CIA wants you to get a hold. I mean, watch the
let's
movie
send
American
500.
Made.
Guns down to some thugs so we could try to find them later. Yeah, it's a good decision.
Hey, Joe, check the chat.
No.
The one that
don't
I
use it.
had, they don't have available, but they showed some other ones on there.
Let's see, the link that you sent.
Yeah,
Just
that one's
scroll.
unavailable, but at the
Okay.
top they showed like 2 other types of Yagis.
Okay.
Hey, Joe, how does it seem?
It seemed like a new drone.
There you go.
Like I said, it's real clean.
You got all the updates on it?
All updates on it now. I went and changed FAA website and made sure I got the serial numbers changed over because you can still edit right now.
Yeah.
So it didn't cost me anything. So I just changed the serial number over and I'm using the same FAA number.
Good.
And then I called my insurance company and she said, I just need documentation that you got a different drone. And I showed it in there. I said, just said that they could replace it. They did. So she said, just give me the new serial number and I'll put it on. So we're all covered now.
You're ready to rock and roll.
I got 3 fresh batteries in the back.
Now, is
I
that the one
control
that's the one you're gonna go and shoot the Christmas lights tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Christmas lights with this one, and I'll put it in manual and play with it a little bit. It's got the
Yeah.
1-inch sensor, ought to be all right.
Yep.
But I want to use that because I want to use that star filter.
Yeah.
The star filter will work really well with the Christmas lights.
Yep, it will.
What are you doing?
I got one.
I've seen some
And
star
I'll
filter.
do one battery with the star
Yeah,
filter,
area.
one battery without, and kind of mix them.
Well, I can't say enough about Laura and David and everybody being here, and Justin being here for me and allowing me to go get that ship.
I was a few minutes.
Anytime,
late,
anytime.
but
Sure,
actually,
Paul.
I was early because I got here at 4:57 and you guys were on. So
Get the
Well,
mic.
well,
We
we
weren't gonna-
started it up, what, at 4:30?
We weren't
Yeah,
gonna let
something like that.
Justin in.
I
we were
wouldn't lay
hoping-
How
down
much
till
after
half-
We were
that?
hoping we had Justin locked out, but he broke the
And
broke
Justin
the team.
locked in.
Paul ain't gonna keep me out. He ain't that technical.
That's
he
for
tried
sure.
to tried to fool me with that new lake. I just found the old one in the old chats.
Yep. So anyway, it all turned out good. You know, this time of year, if the lighting is good and the wind is good, I don't care if it's 29 degrees, I'll go fly
Yeah.
it because there's going to come a time in the next several months where I'm not going to be able to fly much.
Yeah, because when
Yeah.
they close those locks off, then you get into a dead season.
Mm.
In a couple months, where there's really not a whole lot of ships.
And it's just a few of the tankers or a few of the ships that are locked in between the locks, and they do a little bit of shuttling, but not like it is in spring, summer, and fall.
Just want to say though, this time of year, definitely good with the wind, with all that cabbage and Brussels sprout being eaten.
Yeah, I know. Cabbage and corned beef at Christmas time. There is going to be excess flatulation.
Well, that's nice.
Cool looking building.
Oh.
Actually, 3 separate buildings, but cool design.
Mm,
They got some money tied up in those buildings, don't they?
mm.
It's all resort shit. I bet those front hotel rooms are expensive.
Oh, there's fluid
Oh, yeah.
inside.
Yeah, that'd be great.
See
I'd
a
love
guy
to
come out of the bedroom. What the fuck? Drone hauls ass back out the window.
Very nice.
Who's flying this?
Not me.
Is that you, Lance?
No.
That's what I said. I bet those front hotel rooms are expensive.
Everything Oceanside is.
Mm.
Well, it's a tourist trap, right?
Nice little suites. Like a little suite.
Very unhygienic though.
Looks like. Oh, it's adjoining rooms. I don't know who that is sitting there.
See, over here, it's frowned upon to have your kitchen and bathroom right next to each other with one doorway.
Who's showing this? Lance?
I don't. Yeah, Lance is, but I don't know whose video it is. 'cause it's not-
Yeah.
He keeps highlighting the name.
Yeah.
I have no idea who the hell.
Okay.
it is.
Oh, this is that other guy that he.
Oh,
was,
the one he was talking about, S and a C.
Sergey
yeah.
Kislyak?
Yeah, that guy.
Sergey
Looks
Krislov.
He's probably a
Think I
Russian.
have enough Velcro?
Oh, I
Nah,
got
you
two
need
big ass
more.
rolls of Velcro like that. It's got both. I got a big roll of one side of it and a big roll of the other side of it.
That's what this is.
Laura, how's your
And I-
project doing?
I found mine, Joe.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to find mine.
Yeah,
I'm
so
still-
I
I'm
was
still building it.
I was checking a gas meter one day, right? And somebody had dumped a bunch of shit from a house just out back in the woods behind this gap, right next to the gas meter. And it was just
Wow.
freaking containers just
Hey,
full of
Dominic.
craft shit.
Yep.
And I
Oh,
was
kitty
going through
cat.
it, and I
Hello.
found the big rolls
Thankfully,
of,
mine are asleep.
I
Don't
found
wake
two
them
massive
up.
rolls of Velcro. and
Hey,
I just
kitty,
took
kitty,
those.
kitty,
All
kitties.
the rest of the
Don't
shit was
wake
just
any
stuff
of
I
my
wasn't
cats
going to
up,
use. But
please.
This is Scout. He's my
yeah, I
big,
found.
my
He-
big boy.
He's your big fluffy man, huh?
And he's
Uh,
16 plus pounds. Yeah.
I found two big rolls and took them.
Beautiful cat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
somebody dumped like 5 or 6 big
Big
containers
cat.
of just craft shit out there. And it was all
Yeah.
sealed up and new looking. They just threw it out there. It was all brand new shit inside the thing. So I don't know if they emptied their mom's house out and just dumped the shit because they didn't want it. But it was all like stuff that I would have never used, like little, beads and different things you would use for doing crafts. But the one good thing I
Right.
found in there was 2 big rolls of Velcro. And I grabbed them up. I was like, oh, I could use that. And it's come in handy quite a few times.
You live in an
I-
apartment complex. You never know
and
what
that's
you're gonna
why-
find outside.
Oh, and that's where I got that big 4-foot long brand new black light. Was still in the box, brand new. It was a big old 4-foot black light.
You've been following
With a
UPS guy
ball.
around, haven't you, Justin?
No, dude, somebody just dumped all this new shit out by the road, but it was all.
He's just watching the delivery guys. Yeah. We know what you're doing.
I remember when I brought that home. You remember when I got that, right, Paul? When I
Yeah,
brought that fluorescent light home that one night,
Yeah.
that black light.
yeah.
That's when I found that in the Velcro.
That was a monster blacklight.
I gave it. It's actually in Thomas's room now. He uses it. I used to have it hanging on the wall right above my desk, but then I never using it, so I just gave it to Thomas, let him have it. He uses it as a nightlight in his room now.
Yeah, I'm ready to go now.
By the
Get
way,
ready,
never turn a black light on in a 15-year-old's bedroom.
Ah, that reminds
It's
me.
like, how the hell did you get it on the ceiling?
I do have
Oh,
something
so-
coming from Amazon that I need to check. I
Nobody.
forget what day it's
Over
supposed to show
everybody's
up.
head?
Oh, tomorrow.
Lululemon.
So I'm getting something tomorrow, guys. For my drones.
I got my kids for Christmas present already. I'm already using it.
It's the Holy Stone remote ID module.
Mm.
So, Justin, how are you feeling to be back home?
Oh, good. Like I said, I got my bottle of good stuff.
Ah,
Kidney
Well,
stones hurt like hell. I had them.
They gave me
One.
12 hydrocodons.
I've been there twice this year.
oh,
They
you
say
got
it's worse
twice,
than
Dominic? Wow.
Yeah, one in April, one in July.
Ugh.
They say it's worse than women having babies.
Then I got 3
Pain-wise.
other bottles of shit.
All I
They're
want to
making-
say is,
making me take-
Dominic, if it hurt that much, why did you go back for a second time?
Yeah.
Not by choice.
Now, Dominic, when you had it, did you have to go by ambulance to get to the hospital, or?
No. But no,
Well, one of the
went on
reasons
my
why.
own, but it was painful.
Well, the only reason I chose to take the ambulance is because I don't have to pay for it. And 2, I get to go straight to the back of the emergency room. instead of waiting
Exactly,
in
and
the
that's the
waiting room.
key. That's the key. If you ever
And
got
I was in such bad pain. I was like, nope, I'm taking the ambulance.
if you ever got to go to emergency, take the ambulance because they go right in the back door and into the back of the emergency.
Yeah, I
You're
got
not
me
going
a,
to sit ass out in the lobby for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I sat in the hallway for about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And I got a room ready for me. Went right back to the room. They were cleaning a bunch of the rooms when I got there. They were trying to get, they had about 15 rooms that the maintenance was trying to get cleaned up for the next people to come in. So I had to wait about 10,
Justin
15
showed
minutes.
up and went, "Get this guy off, Joe."
Oh, dude, I couldn't sit still. I was in such pain. I was rolling and dude,
Oh,
the
it
ambulance
hurts like
gurney
hell.
and the ambulance gurney was way uncomfortable. Like it was hard as a rock. And then so every fucking bump that ambulance was hitting, I was like, oh. And I'm doing, oh my God, it was bad. It was horrible. But yeah, I went straight to the back and they immediately pumped me full of pain meds to get rid of the pain because it was so bad.
Don't worry, you'll see the little stones over the next couple of days.
Well, luckily when they did this, so they did the CAT scan on my body and
Mhm.
all my kidneys are clean. I have just the one stone and it's 4 millimeters big. If it would have been above 5 millimeters, they would have had to do
Yeah.
the surgery on me to get it out.
Yeah, I was in trouble because mine were
So-
4 millimeters, and they said if it was 5,
The
I was
same
gonna-
rules. Yeah, they had to took it
Yeah.
out.
4 mil, yeah. And they said what'll happen is because as I said, I went X-ray, CT, ultrasound, and then I went back a week later for the MRI. And they said, no, sorry, 2 weeks. Because they said, let's see what happens in 2 weeks. They gave me,
That's what they told me too.
they
Get up
gave
with
me
the
some
urologist.
yeah, I went to I had the discussion with the urologist, and then I had an ultrasound again, and they said it must have the drugs that they gave me.
I gotta use that when I go pee now.
Yeah.
I haven't had to go pee since I've been home, so I haven't used it yet.
Who woke this cat? Someone woke her. Someone woke her. She was asleep. Then you had to mention about. You had to mention,
Somebody said CAT scan.
yeah, must have been. Now she's awake.
I told the doctor before I left too. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you something home for pain. I said, it better not be ibuprofen. I said, you're gonna send me home. I said, I'm not trying to sound like a dick and I don't like pain medication, but you're gonna send me home with something good. And he goes, oh no, I understand. He goes, I'm gonna send you home with hydrocodone. I said, good. I said, because I'm not dealing with that bullshit again. Because I don't like pain medication. Like it makes me nauseated. So that's why they had to give me one of these is for nausea. They gave me 4 bottles of shit. And one of them's for nausea. Counteract the pain meds.
Hey, you should save that when you have one of those drunken binges, like New Year's Eve. That way you got some for New Year's Day.
On Dasteron.
Yeah, I
Is
think
what
I
they
had
gave
something
me.
like that.
It's 4
I don't have
milligram.
no, I don't have the box with me.
Says take one tablet by mouth every 4 hours as needed for nausea
Mm.
and for vomiting. Because like usually the hospital won't write you narcotics unless it's absolute necessity.
Mm.
And they always want to send you home with fucking ibuprofen. That's the fix all for
Yeah.
everything.
They gave me a slab of ibuprofen as well.
So nope, I'm not
I
doing
had,
ibuprofen. I have bottles of that shit at the house that I don't use.
Yeah, I know. They tried naproxen sodium and it didn't work. What else did I? They gave me something else and I can't remember.
They give you
But
like
it worked.
tramadol.
Hey,
No, I
Steve
wish-
Carpenter.
No,
I
they
wish I had
outlawed.
that.
Didn't they outlaw
Okay, you going
tramadol?
Lance?
Later,
Tramadol
Lance?
is synthetic.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
I
I know.
think in
I wish we could
Australia.
get that stuff because it's good.
Yeah, but didn't they outlaw tramadol in Australia? Dominic?
Yeah, they did. That was good stuff.
Tramadol can collapse your lung.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
they still give it to people here, but like I said, even with tramadol, doctors are just a lot more. wary,
Tramadol is not
especially in
nearly as
Florida.
good as hydrocodone or.
Oh no
Percocet.
no. Because what tramadol does is it just tricks the brain
Mhm.
and makes
Yeah.
you feel like you're on narcotics, but you're really not. But it gives you that same kind of light high feeling and kind of gets rid of the pain. But it's more of a receptacle thing for your receptors in your brain. It does
Mhm.
something with your brain chemistry. Hydrocodone just gets you fucked up. Like I said, I don't normally like pain meds just because they make me sick, but I told him, I said, I'm not going home with fucking ibuprofen. Don't even, if you write that for me, I'll just throw it in the trash. Like I said, I got bottles of that shit over here on my dresser. Bottles of ibuprofen that they've given me over time. And I don't ever use it
What
because
a
the shit
classy
don't work
broad
for.
with a dresser.
What was that?
Justin, the classy broad with a dresser.
You guys don't have
Justin's a
dressers.
cross dresser. What?
You guys don't have dressers in England or what? It's pretty common over here.
We don't call them dressers. Only women
Right.
have dressers.
Yeah, because I had
What the hell do
damaged
you
nerves
call 'em?
along near the area too, so that's why they gave me
Just
the
call 'em a
naproxen.
dresser.
We call them either Chester drawers or they're called dressing tables.
Yeah.
You dress on the
is a
table
No,
or
cross
what?
I
dresser?
generally I
Dress,
like to put nightstands.
yeah, or nightstands.
'Cause
Nightstands are the
I like
little
that one
tables that go.
nightstand.
No, nightstands are the little tables that go next to your bed that you have a lamp. and
No,
you
they're
put your
bedside
phone.
cabinets.
Yeah,
I call them nightstands.
'cause I always like
Fucking-
having. I want one of them so I can have a one night
could
stand.
Dude,
see-
I mean, I can just see
I
myself
totally-
trying
I
to
can
buy
see-
furniture over there.
See now why you guys won the war. You just confused the fuck out of us.
That's what we do. We just look
That's
over
all we
here and
needed
then we
to do.
slap you on this side. Look over here. Yeah, watch this hand. Let me slap you with the other one. Dude, I can imagine myself going over there trying to order furniture and I'd get a whole house full of shit. I don't know what it is. Like, why is there a freaking dishwasher in my living room? What the hell?
Exactly.
That's what you ordered, sir.
It's like
You
that
should-
comedian. It's like that comedian. He says he goes over to Australia and it's his first time, and it comes over the tannoy. Can somebody from Manchester please report to customer service? So, because he's like, oh, I'm from Manchester. He goes up and he goes, here I am. She goes, who's who? He goes, me, I'm from Manchester. She goes, you're not from Manchester. And he goes, well, Stockport if you want to split hairs, but he's still in Manchester. He didn't realize that Manchester was the actual bedding department.
Yeah, Manchester is bedding over here.
Like I said, I'd go over there and be like, I need 2 end tables and I'd have 2 microwaves. Fuck.
No, we have end tables.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I'd really love to know.
There is one thing that does
Difference.
confuse me about the UK. We are a nation of tea drinkers, tea,
Yeah.
crumpets, and biscuits.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
But yeah, in our living rooms, we have coffee tables.
yeah, good point.
Are you saying the coffee table should be a tea table?
Yes.
Yeah,
You can call it whatever you
Uh,
want to
it-
call it.
David, you could call it a coffee / tea table.
No, it's a coffee table.
Pre-qualify for a $5,000 credit. No, I'm good. Don't need that.
But
Send it over here. I'll
but
take it.
Justin would take a free $5,000.
Oh, here's a question for you, David. Maybe you know. When I was growing up, there was some British type people that I was friends
British
with
type.
their kids, and they talked about having a Chesterfield. What the hell is a Chesterfield?
you don't know what a
Ron?
Chesterfield is,
No.
Oh,
Done?
you people.
What is it?
It's a couch. Put
Why don't they
simply,
just call it a couch instead of a
What do you
Chester?
mean, you people?
it's called a
What the hell
sofa
you mean by that?
because they're made in Chesterfield.
yeah,
Or is it a 2-cushioned couch, which is a love seat?
I mean 2 or 3 seats, but it's the way Yeah, I'll just. Yeah, let me go.
yeah.
Let me,
Shut up, Dominic.
What's up, Rod?
probably easier
Go.
just to.
To show us.
That's
So, how you feeling, Justin?
I'm all right.
Feeling any better than you were this morning?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Well,
He's
that's a good
fine,
sign.
drugs. Of course, he's feeling better.
No, I haven't taken any of those. All 12 of them are still in there. I haven't even opened the bottle yet.
okay.
Like I said,
Let
I
me
don't
see.
really like taking pain meds. Unless
Just
I
beware.
absolutely have to.
Sure.
Wear childproof cap.
Like I have to really be hurting to want to take a
There you
pain med.
go. That's what they are, Chesterfields.
Looks
They're
like a fucking
Pacific.
front end of a car.
They are a
Oh.
specific type of sulfur for the posh.
Yeah.
And they look
Yeah, that's a-
uncomfortable as shit too.
Yeah,
Not even gonna lie.
Actually,
That-
I reckon they're
that's
very
a-
comfortable.
No,
Especially
then
a-
the 1 and 2 seaters. They are.
That's a luxury couch.
Yeah.
sulfur.
So now you know what a Chesterfield is.
It's
Okay.
a high-end couch.
Sofa.
Or sofa.
Because I used to like go because they'd say something. I'd say, "Well, where's Bob? Oh,
No.
he's in on the Chesterfield." And what?
Right. Sorry, Steve. No, a cigarette over here is a fag.
Right. Can't use that term.
You can because it's a cigarette, which is a fag.
Someone will get offended.
Yeah. Somebody go and get me 10 fags.
Somebody tell this bag to get off the
Ten-
panel.
Oh, I thought you said 10 francs. Like,
You
we're
leaving
at
just.
Germany.
Justin, you leaving?
Hey, you should have seen the nurse's face this morning when she tried to take blood out of my left arm. And there weren't even a spot of blood. She put the needle right in as far as it would go. And she's like, you're getting no blood? I was like, yep, that's me dead then.
Yeah, they use a pin cushion, I tell you.
My
That's what
left
I-
arm, they
What
don't have
was
no
David
issues.
I've
Yes,
been
My
a
my
pin
right
cushion
arm,
a couple of
I
times.
can never get it.
Yeah.
she went into my left arm and couldn't get no blood. She managed to get some blood out my right arm, but it was
Mhm.
like a weird light red colour, which means my hemoglobin's gone shit again.
Yeah.
However,
Oh,
I do know I am living because when I had a seizure earlier and I whacked my head, I smashed all my eye open and it was
see,
bleeding.
now they're starting to do,
Oh,
instead of
that's
doing
why you're
IVs in your arm right here, a lot of places now are starting to do them in your hand
Yeah.
because you still have full mobility of your arm without
Yeah.
having to
Every
worry
time I
about
get a
crushing it.
cannula, they put it just above the
You know where the
two knuckles.
I've had so many of
I
them. You
know
know
it's
where the
going-
most comfortable place to
they
have
have
them
'em-
put in?
That's why they put it on
They put 'em-
me. It's the only
They
place
put them about
the only
here.
place
Right
I
here.
can find it.
That's
They put 'em-
that's
Right here
Well,
in the
he-
in the forearm.
The
Rod,
only
they
two
put 'em
places,
here,
where Hodrot's point
the
point
wrist,
further down on us
and they
towards
put
the
'em at
hand.
thigh.
Yeah,
Mm.
the only
because
two places
see,
I've
look
had
at
That's what
is
they do.
here and
That's
the
what they
back
do
of the
for
head.
me over here.
right here.
Yes, but if you put it there, when you're opening and closing your hand, you're moving the cannula. That's why over here now they start putting it in your arm near your hand.
Okay.
I woke up from an operation
The
with it in there.
hand
Yeah,
Yeah,
freaking
that's what I'm saying,
hurts.
Laura. That's what it should be.
Yeah, the head freaking hurts. You want it in the forearm. It's a nice soft area.
Well, they
that's
can't find
flexible and
blood
movable.
down there.
They can't find my veins. That's why they have to do the back of the hand.
Yeah, I have that problem when they take blood out of me. That they generally have to take it from the back of the hand.
Well,
When
the
I had-
first time I
When
went
I
for
had
blood,
COVID,
after I moved to South Carolina, first time I went for doctor's checkup, they did the blood work and they had to poke me like 5 times.
well, when I had COVID, they tried to put a needle in my left hand and the needle snapped 3 times.
Yeah.
What? Needle snapped?
Yeah, they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it into my hand. I was burning up that much and dehydrated. It just couldn't.
Did they use the wrong size needle?
No. And then he
Seems
started
like,
to put it, he started to put it into my right hand, and I said to him, "Well, I don't feel too good." And then that was it. 8 minutes later, I came round and I got my legs in the air, and the guy's going, "You can make it!" And there was blood everywhere. And
Well, usually there's a maximum limit for how many times they can poke you, and it doesn't work. then they have to call somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then with me,
3
it said
times over here
4
as well.
times, and then they actually got an ultrasound to find the blood
Yeah.
vein.
I've seen them do that before. Come
Hmm.
in to find the
Instead
use
of
an
having a
ultrasound to
nurse,
get it.
they got a specialist to come in.
You saw how long it took me to put that Starfield on?
Mhm.
That sucker wouldn't go on. I
Really?
thought it wasn't gonna match up. So I pulled a 16, popped right on. I went. And I played with it, and it just popped on.
That was user error then.
Well, the worst part about it, I could see a scuff underneath it. I'm gonna have to pull it off.
The amount of times
But it-
though doing blood tests these days, it's surprising they haven't just got a machine now where you go, you put your finger in and it pinpricks it, takes the blood out, and then does all the tests there and then.
Oh hell, we'll get the Star Trek tricorder. It won't have to poke you
Yeah.
at all. They'll just wave it
Hmm.
over you and it'll go, here's what's wrong with you.
Give it another 15, 20 years and you'll start to see shit like that.
Probably.
Well, they'll just be able to stick something on your body and you'll just be able to. It's like in Family Guy, right? He takes his flu, or was it that pill that Quagmire takes for AIDS? It's a flu, AIDS, and sinus pill. He's like, oh, I got AIDS again. That's all he does, pops a pill and gets rid of it.
You get it?
Yeah, Mark, you're right. It's a
Hmm.
phlebotomist. My niece is a phlebotomist, and when the nurses can't get one in, they call her up because she works down in the lab, and she comes
Sorry,
up and puts
Justin.
it in.
Oh yeah,
You-
the guy that was in the ambulance earlier, I didn't even feel it. He did really good. He put the IV in the ambulance and just right in, didn't even feel it. But
Justin,
once
you
they
can't
put
say
the needle
quagmire without saying giggity.
in, giggity.
You didn't
But
feel
what-
it because you had all the pain in the other location. That's why you
Well,
didn't
I'm saying,
feel it.
no, the pain didn't hit till about 5 minutes after I was in the ambulance. That's when it got really bad. And then he offered me the shot of pain medication. Like it was kind of just slight, but the peeing of the blood is why I called the ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Because that freaked me out. I was like, oh God, I'm pissing blood. This ain't good. So I knew it was something with my kidney. So I called the ambulance, and about 5 minutes after we got in the ambulance, then it fucking hit me hard, and I just started screaming in pain. And he was like, oh, I can give you a shot of pain medication. I said, give me whatever. He goes, it's fentanyl. I said, I don't care.
And Sarah slapped and went, I'll give you something to cry about and shit.
But he put the
In
needle in
today's
and
age,
just
I
did
didn't
it
think they
real
would give you
smooth, just
fentanyl.
right in. No, he unlocked his little safe that they had in the ambulance and pulled out a whole case of like fucking narcotics and went through and got the right vial bottle and pulled it out and gave it to him.
They were awfully quiet, Lance.
It's because he's muted.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sad day when the ambulance guys have got to lock up their drugs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they actually had a safe built into the thing. He had to put a code in or open the safe up to get it out. And then he had like this big book that was in there with it, and he had to mark it in there and all that. He was using
Most
it.
ambulances over here don't carry drugs. If they know it's a rough area, they won't carry drugs. Another car comes with it. Behind.
In certain
You gotta be about stupid around here. To
certain
fucking, try to
ambulance
hijack an
companies,
ambulance.
they lock them up because a very, very rare occasion they'll get an employee steal the drugs. Very rare.
So right
That
around
snow filter looks nice.
4 o'clock, 4:30 is when I want to fly.
Can you
right?
tell the difference?
I want to
Oh
fly
yeah,
from
I'm
here.
using a flashlight and I'm getting six streaks coming off of it.
So it's not going to rain. So
Oh,
I'm
and I got
gonna
a
fly the
notice
neighborhood.
yesterday, Paul.
Go fly, Lance.
Yep.
My car loan's all paid off.
But I've got to wait for it to get dark. It's only 3 o'clock. It's not going to get dark for another hour. Start to get dark anyway.
Looks like you're all set. Looks
I
like the
am.
weather's going to cooperate for you.
Sure looks like it. I'm crossing my
Where's
fingers.
Mr. Hodges tonight?
Oh, he's not feeling well. That's why he's not here.
No. Get well soon.
I forgot.
Your
I
account
had a
is
message.
paid in full.
Okay, well, get well soon, Mr. Hodges. Sorry it wasn't on time because Laura's useless at checking the messages and then
No, he spent all last night not feeling well too.
Mm.
Mm.
So my Capital One car loan payment is paid in full.
I hope it ain't Sheila's cooking.
I don't owe them jack shit anymore.
It's
Well,
my
he's-
it's
he-
my
he's got-
anniversary
He's got
today.
himself a buck and bronco, that's for sure.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. How long do you think I've been married?
132 years.
26 years.
Let's see. Joe says 26 and he doesn't have enough years.
40.
40.
Oh, Dominic's close, but less.
I
38.
say 34.
37,
Oh, David's close. 1 year too many.
36.
36.
Yeah,
36.
36. My 36.
Oh, you got married when I was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we dated for 5 years, so this is our 41st year together.
Check this out, Lance. Sarah's
Hey, Jody.
grandparents were married 70
Jody.
years.
Wow.
72 years before they passed.
Ready?
One of them passed away.
Wow. Let's see. I'm 64, 74, 84.
Sounds like my
94.
grandparents.
If I live
That
to
makes
be
a-
94, I'll
That makes
be
a
married
40-year-old
at
marriage seem like
76.
nothing, man. 72 years. Woo!
I'd have to be
That's
90.
a long time to be with somebody. They were both in their 90s when they
Okay.
passed away. So
Charging up the remote. I had 2 bars on it, so let me charge it just in case.
So does it work?
Oh, it's gonna work. It'll be charged in 15 minutes.
Did you bind the
But I got
remote?
about, oh yeah, I did all that.
Tell you what,
So-
Andrew, you're having a lot of bright ideas tonight.
Mm.
There's a lot of bulbs sticking out your head.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, is it a new drone or do you know? Is it refurb?
I'll know when I
Uh,
fly it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
had all the stickers on it. I'll know when I fly it. It looks, I'll put it like this, it looks new.
yeah, but if they did a good refurbishment, like I said, I think DJI, and I could be wrong, but I think they do like the cell phones and the computers do. If it's refurbished, there's a special
Props.
there's a special letter in the serial number that will tell you it's refurbished. Because I think they switched
Oh,
the
let me look at serial
number.
numbers, 'cause I got them on.
And
So
I
cell
think,
phones do that.
I
If
think
there's
as
an
soon
R
as
in the
you
serial
record,
number, it tells you it's refurbished.
I think as
There's
soon
no
as you
R, it's
record a video, it's going to say 001 or it's going to say 014 or whatever.
Yeah,
if
but
it
if
has a
they
number-
refurbish it, they might factory reset that thing.
But
Yeah.
wouldn't that would also have something to do with the memory card, SD card.
Not necessarily, Andrew. I bought a refurbed Avata, and when I flew it the first time,
Mhm.
it said 014, and it was my card, brand new, that I stuck in there. So I don't know
Oh.
that it's tied to the card necessarily.
But a lot of companies that resell expensive tech like that will switch the serial numbers, and there will be either a specific numerical or letter within the serial number that will tell you whether it's refurbished or not refurbished.
Yeah, I'm looking at the serial number, and the difference between the serial number from the last one and this one, they do have an R in it.
Yep, I bet you
But-
that stands for refurbished.
But when I look at my Mavic 3, that was supposed to be refurbished, there's no R in it.
Yeah.
When I flew that the first time, it said it had no flights.
It might have not have
So
been.
I'll
but it
know
might
when I
have been,
fly
yeah.
it if it tells me it had 10 flights or 8 flights but I'm thinking as a refurbished, they're gonna clear that data too. It's gonna say no flights.
Yeah, I don't think they would leave any of that info on there.
But as soon as I activated it, they asked me if I wanted care refresh.
Did you get it?
So no, I went with State Farm. I called my State Farm and I was able to switch the serial numbers on it. Because my State Farm is cheaper and no
How much
questions
did
asked.
they want for care refresh?
I didn't even look. I was going to. And I
Okay.
said, no, I'm not gonna do it.
So the 10th character on the serial number or the 5th letter from the last will have an S or an R. R for refurbished. The serial number can be found. Yeah. So if it's S, it's supposed to be a brand new drone. If the company has taken it back and refurbished it and resold it, it should have an R on the
How many
10th
letters
character
back?
of your serial number. The 10th one on the serial number.
Just
Tell
for you,
whether it's new
Justin.
or not. That's
I got an
just
R on
looked
my
at it.
11th.
Just for you,
It's
Justin.
on my 11th.
Where'd you find this, David?
He's just tweeted it.
Wait,
And then
Joe-
on the
Don't know.
Mavic 3, that was supposed to be refurbished, I've got an S.
Because I was
So
following.
that means that that one's new.
Yeah.
And then
When I was
you're
following Donald Trump on Twitter when he had the
So-
president's account.
So
But it's-
President
The
Biden
R is on
tweeted
the
it?
11th digit though.
Now Biden's got it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was asking you.
POTUS.
yeah, but that S and R is gonna definitely still tell you whether it's refurbished or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Even if it's
That's what I was-
refurbished, like I said, it looks new.
That's why
You
I
know,
said most companies will do that, because that way, if you send it back to DJI again, it's a way for them to be able to tell if it's been touched before.
Right.
It gives them a clarification that yes, it was worked on before, because what they do is they have to literally go into DJI system and they have to redo that serial number to add that letter.
Right. But I tell you what, as long as the gimbal's working and it looks, like I said, it flies good, I'm good with it.
iPhones and Androids are the same way. Go in there and look at your serial number on your
As
about
long as
section of
it's-
your
Magnet
phones,
going on in the back up there.
and that'll
Joe,
tell you
as
whether your
long-
phone was new or not.
As long as it flies
Okay,
balanced.
thank you.
Yep.
Like
As
I
long as
said,
it flies good and comes back. How about
Yeah.
that?
if you bought your phone and you think it was new, you can go in the about section and look at your serial number. It tells you the same thing.
Justin, guess who just jumped in the chat? Tim.
You back?
Oh, hold on.
He's been there most of the night.
He just said I'm back.
Yeah, in and out, in and out.
Tim? Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Tim, get
Tim,
your
Joe.
out.
Jody, Tim. Mad
Tim,
Fry,
get on the panel.
yeah. Sarah, smile.
Yeah, must have been tough there, Justin. Was Sarah's grandfather?
Damn it. I never met them. They died before I knew Sarah.
Oh.
She was a teenager when they both passed.
Oh,
away.
so that was a while ago.
Yeah, that they were married 72 years before they passed.
Wow.
One of them passed away.
Wow.
See, the plan is to fly around 6:30. And I'll be able to fly to about 7:15. And I'll run over to Winn-Dixie right down the street, and they should have all of their wings bar and everything stripped loose. So I should be able to get like 12 wings and some vegetables and some baked macaroni for about $2.
Anyways, I'm gonna take off, guys. Have
And
fun.
fly,
What's wrong?
fly
Yeah,
through the,
probably about 5
Yeah.
minutes
fly through
behind.
the
You
establishment.
okay,
Joe.
Ron?
And he's
Yeah, Winn-Dixie does that. It's one of those
Yeah.
bars that they break it down and they package everything up and they cut the price real big. I went there one night and brought home 3 containers. I had like 40 wings, baked macaroni, green beans, everything for like $6.
Winn-Dixie, company
Just
that
don't
owns
sit next to him.
company that owns Winn-Dixie also has a stake in Piggly Wiggly.
But Winn-Dixie just sold to some other company. I don't know who it is.
I don't either. Because Piggly Wiggly was in Hilton Head, South Carolina. That's how I know about Piggly Wiggly.
Right. Yeah, we still got a couple of Piggly Wigglies down here. Piggly Wigglies.
I know there's not near as many as there used to be.
Mm-mm.
I just hope they're not going the way of, the dinosaur.
But
Well, I've
Rodley,
been going to Winn-Dixie all my life. My grandmother, when I was 3 years old, we'd walk to Winn-Dixie.
Is Winn-Dixie the same as the Piggly Wiggly?
Just a grocery store,
So they're pretty much the same.
pretty much.
it's just
But
a
the
small-
problem is a lot of those stores are being sold off.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know.
Yeah, Winn-Dixie, the whole
I made-
chain sold.
And they're the oldest store in America, as we found out the other week.
What, the oldest grocery store?
Yeah.
Because Winn-Dixie, I do believe, is a southern chain or southeastern chain.
That was,
That was a
Southeast.
southern chain.
you saw them in the south, but the thing is too is Kroger owns like 20 or 30 different grocery chains under there.
Right.
So there's a lot of them that are owned by the same company, parent company. Kroger is
I-
one of the biggest grocery store owners as far as companies go in the country. They used to be the biggest money making operation, but Walmart kind of blew them out the water when Walmart got into groceries. Then they had
Uh,
trouble.
Tim, I'm not sure about that.
Do you know Walmart gets like 75 to 80% of all food stamps in the country every year, right? Like that's how much government subsidies that they take in every year. They take in almost 80% of all food stamps.
I knew it was a lot, but I didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude, that's billions of dollars that they get just from food stamps every year. That's why I said that because the third of the population goes through Walmart's doors every year. They get about 120 million people a year come through their doors.
IMAX.
He's back. He's just gone out to get his folder with all the facts and figures in it.
So how are the graphs looking, Max?
He was trying to buy a drone for $50.
He has been for a while. He has
He's going
been
up to
since,
5420 now.
he has been since he crashed his into a pole at the track.
Yeah, that's a long time to be married, but mad props for sure. I can imagine being with somebody for 77 years and then losing them. That's a long fucking
Sarah
time to be
mustn't
with
be in the
somebody.
room.
No, I'm just saying I couldn't
Right.
imagine being with somebody that long and losing them. That's a long time to be with somebody,
Oh, it's crazy.
you know? Like people think 30, 40 years is a long marriage, and it's like, dude, that don't hold a candle to 72 years or 77 years. That's a long fucking
Right.
time.
About 3 years ago, my grandparents had been married 66 years.
Alexa, on Christmas tree.
Okay.
Well, that got Laura's attention.
I'll give you bullshit crap, Mac. Come over here.
David, are you telling it to tell dirty jokes or something?
I'm not telling Google anything.
Oh,
It's all
I thought
facts
you
and
were-
figures.
Do I tell you what Google's good for?
Nothing.
Hockey puck. Fucking pile of crap. You have to argue it now just to get it to set an alarm.
No, that's just you.
Tell us what you really
Well,
think, Laura.
This is the one that can't get her phone to answer her. But yet it answers me every time.
It's called push the answer button.
No,
I've got
she's
I've
got,
got
Google,
a Google
Voice
phone,
Assistant.
so
She's got a Google phone with Google Voice Assistant. And every time she asks it a question, it ignores her and she gets annoyed with it. And I just come in and ask the same question. It goes, okay, this is the answer.
Have you asked Amazon's girlfriend what she thinks?
Amazon. I'm not asking Amazon anything.
No. Alex.
you need to have one to ask it a question.
You mean Alexa?
Yes.
Close enough.
I didn't want to set anybody's off.
Justin knows my luck with Amazon. Could you imagine me having an Alexa?
David,
I'd be getting into fights with it.
well, because I have seen videos of her and Siri and Google arguing back and forth.
Yeah, there's a hack you can do that.
Whose phones went off then?
Mine.
Was that Siri?
Yes.
Hey Siri, show us naked grandma butts.
I've got David.
He's
Oh,
got headphones in.
No, you've got to say play poop noodle.
I like that in Big Bang Theory, where Howard he says to Howard, he went, "You won't be able to control it," and then he goes, "What's this? Show me pictures of naked grandma butts," and he starts showing him. And when they first get the Siri voice assistants, he goes, "Ring Froomy Maloomy," and he goes, "Calling Rajesh Cooper Polly."
Where is he? Okay. Making sure the dog's not getting into any ornaments. I think Paul can attest to that one. Right, Paul?
What?
Hasn't your dog ever tried to get into your ornaments?
Tried what?
Hasn't your dog tried to go after your ornaments for your Christmas tree?
No.
Your baubles.
Nope.
The tree, Paul's tree's up all year round. When Paul goes and somebody has to take that darn thing down,
Hold
the
on,
dust from it's going to be
We
immense.
got a Karen video from Dan when he was out doing a house inspection.
Oh, come on.
Right.
Hold on, let me play it.
Karens.
He sent it to me.
Everyone loves a Karen.
Oh, where the hell did the video go? Oh, there it is. Hold on. Move that over. Can you still see the screen?
Yeah, we can see what you've been talking about.
No,
Yeah, we
can
can
you
see the chat.
We're looking at the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, see all that private stuff they've been slagging us off about.
Damn it. Get out of there.
I'm not willing to talk to anybody till they get here. You're exactly right, asshole. Yeah, I already called them.
When they get done with you,
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking deal with your fucking slick mouth.
My
Ooh,
slit
carrots.
mouth?
Your slick mouth, buddy. Sucked your shit this morning.
Yeah? Cool.
Kept your mouth shut.
I called them. They're on their way, man.
So Dan went for the company
Okay.
he works
Oh, no,
for,
no.
the property owner, to take pictures of the house.
Pre-warning. Well, nobody was on your property,
These people
so.
flipped out on
Oh.
him.
Oh, that's good. I have my GoPro that can prove everywhere I was. Sweet. Nobody, Dave, bud, go back over there till the police arrive. Go back over there till the police arrive, and we'll talk about it when they get here. Bye. Bye.
Then we got this one here.
Let's go meet our friend here again. Let's everybody say hi to this guy. So what's the problem now? What's the problem now?
Hey, I got one of these too.
Oh no, I'm so scared. Okay, so let's go talk to our friend.
Run your fucking mouth to
hi,
me.
hi.
Run your fucking mouth
Go
to
ahead,
me
man.
now, bitch.
Why? Because
Run your fucking mouth to
Go
me
ahead,
now.
man. Do I look
Because you're a
afraid?
punk
Do I
motherfucking
look
lying
afraid?
bitch.
Do I look afraid?
Now you
Come on, man.
explain to her why
Let's
you
go.
fucking
Let's go
put
talk to
her
the
fucking house.
Let's go talk to the police. He's right there. Hi. So I was hired by the mortgage company or the insurance company, one or the other. Somebody, whoever the house owner is of the house, whoever owns the house, signed
He's in a nursing home.
Okay. He signed a clause saying that we were allowed to come out and evaluate the property. Photographs. I'm an inspector.
Okay.
All he's doing is making.
card.
What's
Yeah, I
that?
have a
So I
card,
don't have a
so-
card. I'd be more than happy to show you my badge ID for BPO.
Okay, I need
Okay.
to know what companies
Okay, so I don't know who hired us. Right. Here's what,
God,
here's what
Dan,
I'm saying.
stop filming your crotch.
I think if he keeps this up, they're gonna. It's not a joke. It's not. They absolutely
You
can.
can't take a mortgage
Let me
That was all he
explain to you.
sent me so far. So
Oh, okay. I'd like to know how it ended.
I'll tell you what, he's a brave man fucking arguing with Dan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the Dan was out there doing his job. He was hired to take pictures of the property. But they probably, I'm assuming they probably weren't paying their rent or something, and that's probably
Yeah.
why they wanted pictures of the property. It was something to do with that or something.
Or they've
Yeah.
destroyed the property.
Right, and they're flipping out because he's out there taking pictures of it. But the thing was, is Dan wasn't even on the property. He was on the sidewalk taking pictures of it. It's completely legal anyway.
Sidewalk, yep.
But like I said, it wasn't like Dan was out there like just filming the film. He was doing a job for a mortgage, or like he said, it was either the owner or the mortgage company.
Yes, that was a new side to Dan we all just seen.
Dan, we're patient.
I'm gonna jump off because I need to
That's all right,
get
Joe.
that thing
Hey,
started.
Yeah,
so I
you gotta
back
get
for 7.
going. Okay,
Yeah,
Joe.
Bill's
I'm
got
not-
his holiday show tonight. Bill
Let
and
me-
the Home Review.
Let us know how it goes.
7 o'clock.
I'm gonna say goodbye as well. I've got to go too.
I'll see y'all a little bit later.
Okay,
Bye.
Dominic, where are you
There you
headed,
go.
Dominic?
Yeah, I'm heading out as well.
He's got heaps to do.
Where?
I got heaps to do.
Heaps. Okay. Say hello to Heaps.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.
Be gentle if you're doing them. I didn't want to mute myself there.
He's got heaps to do.
Hey, Jason.
Well, I messaged Dan back to find out what the conclusion was to it. Hopefully, he's got video of that. I want to see the rest of it.
Jason Laverius. Come
Email
on
him back and ask him if he needs bail money.
Oh, apparently, okay. He said the guy got arrested and took to jail because he made death threats in front of a middle school to Dan, and it was on video. And apparently, the cops saw it. He showed the cops a video.
Tim Jackson. You are funny, Tim Jackson.
Oh, come on. Come up with a new line, Tim. You've said that like a million times. You can't keep rehashing the same joke over and over.
The old ones are the best ones.
But at least you're on the panel, Justin.
Like I said, now I have to look at his face in 75 hertz. That's even
Tim's
worse.
hiding out. Now he's off now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and he would be able to see this beautiful face if he didn't have such crappy 60 hertz monitors. You know, that's the problem. Everybody looks ugly when it's all blocky and torn up.
But now are you and he gonna be doing live streams all week or what?
Yeah, we were planning on doing some gaming ones and stuff.
Okay.
Are you saying he should have 120 hertz?
I'm saying that he needs to get rid of his crappy 60 hertz monitors.
Justin, I'm not a gamer. What game do you play?
GTA, Fortnite, Rocket League,
Euro Trucks.
Euro Truck. Yeah, I got Euro Trucks.
That's
Tim.
David's main game, Euro Truck. That's where you play like you're a real truck driver.
Yeah, not played it for ages. I'm gonna have to do another live later in the week.
I've played it.
I'm an esports coach, and one of the games is Rocket League. The other one's Overwatch
Rocket League
2.
is fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. And
Ooh.
Overwatch 2.
Fall
yeah.
Guys.
I've never played Overwatch, but I know the game.
I'm not a gamer.
I want to see
That's
But
apparent, Paul.
But Paul, have you heard of it?
Laura. I think we should get Justin playing Fall Guys.
He plays it with his kids.
No, him against us.
I don't really play it like that. The kids play it more than anything.
And,
I just have it on the
anyway,
computer.
he would hand the remote over to the kids and go, "Look, you do
Yeah, I
it."
just like have Aubrey do it. She'll whoop David's
What's
ass.
that, Andrew?
You've heard
She'll
of Grand
wipe the
Theft
floor
Auto,
with
right?
David.
I'll just have to hand it over to Rebecca.
Rocket League does not suck, Tim. That's actually a very Good game.
Yeah, it's very popular.
It's one of the most popular played games out there.
Based on UK soccer.
You got to remember, Andrew, I grew up in an era where if you wanted to play games, it was called euchre. You know, card
Euchre.
games.
Oh. No, most card games you can find on your computer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, when Paul was first,
Solitaire.
they were still going round on square wheels.
That's right.
Because there was solitaire.
Plus, they didn't have
Poker.
computers during the Depression. So
21 or another good game that little kids like to play is Go Fish.
Go Fish, yeah. That's still popular. That's been around a while now.
No, I don't play Go Fish with my nieces and nephew. They tell you they haven't got the card when they have.
So they like to lie to you.
Yep.
I wonder where they've learned that cheating from.
I know.
I think they've made. I wonder, is it?
There is
from-
one person that I
They're
will.
they're gonna blame their auntie.
Yeah. Well,
No. They're gonna blame Mr. Birdman.
no.
they won't.
I used to go over to Laura's other niece, Maya, for games night on a Thursday. And we used to play Monopoly. That girl can cheat. I've got no money. I'll pay you on the next time round. That's not how it bloody well works. I've no the money.
When she's holding $500 of Monopoly money.
And I used to watch her slip an extra couple of 100 notes out of the out the bank.
Does she put the Monopoly money up the sleeve? You remember
No,
that?
that's something. That's something I would do.
Justin may have done it once or twice, I would think.
Yeah, but the new Monopoly you can't cheat at because they've got credit cards now.
You can.
No, the new, not the one we've got. The new one. You have to tap the Monopoly board with a card, so you can't cheat.
But you have to find a
So
web cheat.
real money?
No,
A fake credit card?
like a fake credit card, but you tap
Okay.
the Monopoly board. So when you collect £200 for passing go, you tap the board in a certain place.
testing 1 2, testing 1 2. There we go.
I can hear you.
3, 4,
3,
5.
4, 5, 6, 7.
No, I was looking at my program.
Check 1, check 2. Check.
Portal 2.
Yes, Tim. You can play card games on your computer, or you can go online and play card games.
Don't listen to him. He's just being a smartass.
So, Tim, are you good at Monopoly? So what'd you open today there, Laura, on your little
This little dude.
Stitch?
Yeah, and then a nail file and the other one.
I have a feeling that most of the slots in that thing are Stitch.
Well, as it's a Stitch advent calendar.
There's actually a version of Monopoly that you can buy at this toy store. I think it's in New York. It's like a toy store for millionaires. And they actually have a really nice
Oh.
Monopoly set with 24 karat gold pieces. And it actually comes with real money in the game.
Oh, that's
It's got like
it's in,
two or
it's,
three.
it's near
I
Times
think it's got
Square. They have
It's
expensive
got like
train
a $250,000
sets.
of real cash that comes in the game with the game. And you actually play with real money and everything. And the pieces alone are solid 24 karat gold pieces. So really, it's like a $500,000 or $600,000 Monopoly set. But it's a toy store that's like literally it's exclusive for millionaires.
Is it FAO Schwartz?
I don't remember. It was a video I watched on YouTube a couple of years back about it. Somebody was doing a tour of it and was filming a video for it. They were showing all the different like high end shit you could buy if you were a millionaire and you wanted to go in there and shop.
Because FAO Schwartz has some high end stuff. Times Square, New York City.
But yeah, it came with like $200,000 or $300,000 real money in it with the board.
Wow. Paul Murray would like another extra $5,000.
But you know, of course, the board's made out of like real high end wood, and it's not like, you know, a little cheapy fold out board or anything.
Oh,
by
yeah.
any means. It's
Well, I see the
all
big
pieces.
lottery it was on the news tonight. Is $780 million.
Again?
Yep. And at one time payout was 543 million.
Yeah,
could
it's
live
gonna
with that.
it's been hitting over $1 billion quite a bit the last few years. It's done that quite
I
a few times.
imagine in the next few years they might change it because they hit so many times over $1 billion.
Well, what they'll do is they'll add an extra number, which takes your odds of winning even higher. Like hundreds of billions of, you know, chances of you being able to hit it. Now, all they have to do is add one number.
What do you
And then
think,
it just-
Lance? You think they'll change it, or
Say that again.
you think they'll change the lottery because so many people, the lottery is hitting $1 billion so often?
Gosh, I don't know. I never play. I should play because you can never
I don't-
win if you don't play.
You've
All
never
I don't.
played?
It's not the fact that people are winning so much over $1 billion. It's the fact that not a lot of people win, and that's why it keeps going over
Yeah.
$1 billion. So the people hitting over $1 billion is not a problem because it's already hard enough for people to hit when it's 100
Right.
million.
Here's some advice for you guys on the panel and in the chat. You need to get rid of unwanted junk during the holiday season. Put it in your Amazon boxes and leave it on your front porch.
I can imagine a lot of people will do that, but
I want to make it real easy for them. Stack them up next to the mailbox down by the road. Make it look like the Amazon driver was being lazy.
and if you have a problem with porch pirates, take your dog out for a walk. If you clean up after it, put that in a box, put that on the porch. You know, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Put little notes in there too.
You
Enjoy
might
my
have to clean
trash.
up after the thief.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the thief didn't return and throw all the shit back in your front yard. It would piss them off so much.
You
They
said
don't
clean
thought they
up
got
after
away
your
with 10,
dog.
eh?
Clean up after
Yeah,
your
they-
dog. You'll have to clean up after the thief when he opens that box.
Eeyore's really coming along there, Laura.
Now got a face.
Ooh. His head's almost done. So you're only almost a third done, right? Or an eighth done. Oh,
What's up, Bill? Sorry, I didn't say hi to you.
so you don't have experience with pools and waterfalls, do you, Justin?
Do what?
Pools and waterfalls.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's 40 degrees and the waterfall is on the pool.
I don't have a pool, so honestly, I'd rather not own a house with a pool because it's just constant maintenance.
This pool's been the cheapest maintenance that we've had in a long time.
Well, it depends on what kind of system you have on there. If you have a saltwater system, those tend to be a lot less maintenance, but it's a
Yeah.
lot more expensive system to install.
Well, unless you were my neighbor who had a chlorine pool and he kept playing with the sand for like 2 years before he decided to replace the pump. He was out there for like 10 hours a week. Every week trying to fix it. I'm like, why did you just call the pool guy?
And if you can, by all means, if you can afford to have a pool guy come out once a week or once every 2 weeks and clean it and maintain the chemical balance and all that,
I mean, he's
that's
a
the way to
doctor.
go for sure.
He's a doctor. He can afford it.
But I mean, I would rather not have a pool at my. I mean, I guess if I had a lot of money, but if I had to maintain it myself in order to keep up on it, I'd rather just not have it.
Well, we don't have that problem. We just have paddling rules.
What are you talking about, Tim? By 2030.
Well, like they sell so many like temporary pools over here you can buy pop up in your backyard that are really
Oh,
cheap.
yeah.
I mean, you can get a pretty good sized pool for like $400 or $500, and it comes with it's a whole kit. You just take it home and you put it all together and pops up, and then you fill it up with water and you're good to go. But
Oh, paddling
like I said,
pump
you still,
Every so often, just empty it a little
We
bit.
get them for 40. We get them for 40 quid.
I guess in the winter you could take it down. Less risk and during the winter of it collapsing from all the snow.
There's only one slight problem with them. You have to get rid of the water.
Frozen?
most people here just open it up and let it run.
And where's it going?
Either go in
Everywhere.
your backyard, or some people will run a hose out to the driveway and let it run down into the sewer. You just let it run down into the where the water drains when it rains.
They
A lot of
probably
people
actually
do that.
get their drains cleaned out over there. We don't.
Oh yeah, if I wanted to empty a pool in my backyard, I would just run a hose out to the front yard and just let it run down the front yard right onto the street into the gutter, and it'd go right down into
You
the
hook it to
gutter.
the, if there's a pump on it, hook it to the pump, put it on waste, and it drains it all the way out wherever you put the hose.
That's what a lot of people do. They just throw it in the. I've been by a lot of people's houses when they're draining their pools for the winter, and they'll just set a hose in their front driveway and just let it run down the driveway.
Well, over here in the
Goes
UK,
right down in the gutters.
Or
You're good to go.
if we tried that here in the UK, we'd flood the neighbours.
Oh no, not here. Our water systems work really well. They have to, as much as it rains in Florida.
Our water
There's the-
system work really well.
Well,
You clean the darn drains.
Well, I'm saying you'll have a thing outside by the road between your driveway and the road that's about that wide. And that's for water to run down the road when it's raining. And then it gets to these big corner openings that are on the corners, and they're about that wide, and they're, about 3 or 4 foot long. And they're just wide open, so everything can just run right down into them.
So you mean you have a gully?
Pretty much on all the corners streets around here. You'll see one
Yeah.
of those
Our
like
drains are every 400 meter, 4 meter. No, it's about every 4 to 10 meters.
I mean, there are some places where they use like old grate type drains, and yeah, they get, if you don't keep them unplugged, they will flood. The area will flood.
oh yeah,
One
the
of our
old
old
drain.
houses we lived in, right on the corner of our street, there was one of those, and it always got leaves and everything caked up on it. And when it would rain really bad, it would always flood right there. But a lot of times,
That's a
the
lot of snow
neighborhood-
behind you, Paul.
The neighbor guy would always come out with a rake during the storms and he'd be cleaning it
And David, if you didn't know, Paul said yep.
I know. Paul's muted.
Paul is thinking about ships. Or he's shopping. Window shopping.
See you,
Bye,
Tim.
Tim.
He's actually muted.
I'm muted. Oh, okay.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
All those comments I've been throwing out there.
All them one-line gags and everything.
Yeah.
All missed.
Yep. It's like Lance right now is missing the chance to one-liner, you know?
I'm frantically typing some of my friends on those antennas that Hot Rod was talking about for the goggles. I don't know if they really work or not.
Well, I guess we'll test them out.
For $16. And I've never lost connection, but I'm sure if I went into a train like Brian Mackey did, I might.
What do you think, Justin?
Justin, thanks.
What are you talking about? I was looking at something. I wasn't.
Lance is talking about antennas and if you can lose connection, right, Lance?
Yeah. After just
Yagi, you talking about Yagi antennas?
For his goggles. You're muted, Lance.
Yeah. Once Justin farts, he's going to find out why he really went to the hospital when the antenna comes out of his arse.
Yeah, Justin. So the Yagi antennas, do you think those really work if you strap them on the
Oh
goggles?
yeah, they work really well, but the only thing is you have to be very mindful where you're pointing your controller.
Head. Yeah.
Because
your
it
head.
does narrow your field, makes it stronger, but it narrows it. So you have to really be conscious where your drone's at and keep it aimed towards it. But yeah, they do work. I mean,
have you
it's a
tried one?
scientific fact that they work.
Have you tried one, Justin?
Yeah, I used to have Yagis for all my drones. It's like I said, it's scientifically proven that Yagis work. It's not one of those things of they might work, they might not. Some people say they do. No, they actually work. But like I said, you have to be very mindful of where you're pointing your controller at. Because if all of a sudden your drone gets behind you, yeah, it's gonna jack your signal way up. Because the problem, see what the controllers do is the controllers send out kind of like this just circular like signal that just kind of goes out everywhere around you, where the Yagis focus it in one direction and it makes it really strong, but it focuses it. So you have to, like I said, you have to make sure you're pointing it towards your drone.
Yeah. And if you're around other people with those signals could get
Later,
crossed,
Bill.
I would think. Right? If multiple
what
people
now?
have those Miyagi antennas, I would think they
No,
would.
no, if you're
signals
not
would
running on the
cross.
same bandwidth, it doesn't matter.
Oh. Well, true.
Now, if you want to go really high end, you can do the system like Rod puts on his drones, but you have to send the controller in and get it modified, and the company modifies the controller, and then they put this big ass version of a Yagi on the controller. It's made by Alien something other, but it's like $1,000 to get a controller done. But it's like will make your drone 10 times stronger than OcuSync ever will be. But it's really expensive to have done. I just can't think of it.
What if Rod buys it and has a friend put it in?
You can do it yourself.
300.
Yeah, but to tear that controller, you literally have to drill holes in the controller and add part pieces, and you have to. No, you have to solder it into the board and everything. Like it's this whole system that goes on your DJI controller.
I thought it was just screws to open it up.
No, you got to solder it on the board. Like, no, you don't want to do it yourself unless you really know what you're doing. But you can get the whole setup for like $400 if you do it yourself. But if you want to have the company do it for you, it's like I think it might be around 900 to 1,200, something like that.
Yeah, so at that point, you might as well just buy another.
But you send it, but some people like to do it. You know, they buy the latest drone, they throw that on there. As long as you're planning on keeping the drone for a few years, it's worth the money.
So you think you'll try it, Lance, or
I think I might. Yes. Am I on mute?
no?
No.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Oh.
try it for $16. Yeah, I think I will.
Unless is there a better brand than Miyagi?
No, they're all around the same price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same technology. It's not like it's brand new.
Yeah, because they use a form of Yagi on actual like CB radio antennas and stuff.
Right.
Some guys
Oh.
would use them, a version of like a bigger version of that on your like antennas outside.
Because I know certain CBs, they're so strong, within a quarter mile they'll knock anybody off. Anybody else on a CB?
So there's nothing wrong with Yagis. Just like I said, be mindful where you're pointing your controller. That's the biggest thing. You got to know the orientation of your drone. I don't know how that would work if you're trying to use it for FPV, but because you got to kind of know which direction your drone's at. I don't know how well you can tell that with being in the goggles, but for a regular GPS drone, they work perfectly fine. Because you can just look at the controller and know what direction your drone is. It's not hard to tell.
That's why I like GPS drones. I know which way the drone is.
Right, but with FPV drones, 1 second you could be over here, 1 second you could be over there. I don't know if that would be a good thing to try to use on an FPV drone because you're going to be constantly doing this shit trying to keep up with your drone. Plus, like I said, that's something else that you have to be paying attention to while you're flying your drone. So it takes your attention away from your drone to keep an eye on that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Were
saying?
were you in the chat, Justin, when I showed Brian Mackey's train video with his Zavada?
Yeah. No, I was on the panel
Yeah.
then. I just had
So
my
that's
camera.
what I'm thinking is I know that I'm in that direction because that's where the train is. So I'm just going to look
Right.
over there. And then once I get in that train, is it gonna, because
Yeah,
he completely lost connection once he got inside. But if he had those on, would that have helped him? I don't know.
It's hard to say because I mean, it could be a natural environment that's screwing with it. Could
Yep.
be all the metal from the trains. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
hard to say.
Metal can screw with electrical signals, such as radio frequencies.
Well, electrical wires too also screw with drones too. See, Jim's from Above and Beyond Drones. He used to do. I don't know if he's still doing it because I haven't talked to him in almost 2 years. But he used to do electrical inspections for Tico down here in Florida. And he was using the Inspire 1, but the Inspire 1 wasn't hardened against electrical interference. And so whenever he'd get close to the power lines, the fucking Inspire 1 would start going crazy, doing all kinds of weird shit. So he ended up having to go out and get the Matrice 300, I think he had. And the Matrices are actually hardened against electrical interference. They have built-in shit in them to keep them from
Because
getting interfered with it.
Jim's droning hasn't really posted many videos in a while.
Not Jim's droning. I'm talking about Jim from Above and Beyond Drones.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen him on in ages.
No, it's been almost 2 years since he went live.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's still around. He just doesn't talk to anybody anymore. He just his live. If you go watch his last live stream, there was nothing, no indications that he had any problems or any issues. And then, I mean, we know he had some shit going on with his doctor, but nothing that wasn't really too out of the ordinary for him.
Mhm.
And he, like I said, his last live stream, you would never think anything was wrong. And then all of a sudden, he just never came back, just walked away from everything.
Strange.
And we've only a couple of people have seen him since then.
That's
That
weird.
literally stopped at his house to check in on him because he wouldn't answer nobody's calls. Ron and Adrian showed up to his house one day, and Ron actually walked right into his garage. Jim had his garage door open about 2 or 3 feet open, and Ron crawled up under there and went right into his garage, and he was sitting there on his computer. Ron confronted him. Him and Adrian sat and talked with him a little bit. I think they were the last ones to actually see him, and that was probably a year ago at least. Year and a half ago.
We don't hear
That was
too
about-
much about Adrian either.
He still comes on every now and then.
He's kind of. I honestly think he's kind of just. I don't know, and I could be wrong. I mean, he says it's family stuff, but it seems like he's just kind of burnt out on the whole drone thing. Just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Because he has two channels going. He's got the gun
Yes.
channel, and then he's got the drones.
Which his gun channel was growing significantly faster than his drone channel was. He did almost as much views and subscribers in the 6 months he had his gun channel than he did in his entire drone channel history. It's just that's why me and a few other people have kept saying over and over that drone footage just you can do it for fun on YouTube, but don't expect to get big because it's just not a big audience for it anymore. The only people watching drone footage is other people in the drone
Behind you, Justin.
Problem is it's hard to get anybody outside the drone community interested in just watching your videos.
You had a sneaker. Your daughter was sneaking
She
around
was
you.
yeah, she was grabbing something behind me. But yeah, it's like I say, if you're just on here for doing it for fun, then you'll have fun doing it. But so I don't expect to be the next Ken Heron or Dobo because your chances of that happen are going to be really slim to none. And if you look at a lot of their channels, 90% of their channels aren't even flight shit. It's reviews and unboxings and
What's up, Noonie?
live shows. And
How you
King
doing,
clickbaits
Nanya?
a lot of his videos too.
Hey,
I
Nanya.
didn't notice.
Jonathan Jackson. What's up?
What's up, Nunya? What's up, Jonathan? Well, welcome back in the chat. I think you were in there earlier.
He's been here all the time, just hiding in the background.
I think Jonathan went for food. I bet David went for snacks.
But when people say long content's dead, don't ever believe that because it's not. Just get into another niche and you'll find out real quick that long content is not dead. There's still plenty of people out there watching long content.
Did you say long content?
Yeah. Like not just shorts, but like there's
Oh.
plenty of people in other niches on
Like-
YouTube that can put a 40, 50-minute video out and people will sit and watch the whole freaking thing. Like there's
Like if-
plenty of other niches out there that don't have any
Like-
problems.
If you do 30 minutes of scenery, like if you go to Scotland or Ireland or something, and you do 30 minutes of scenery, like in the hills and whatnot.
Get out of town. It's raining again. Dang it. It was supposed to be dry.
Lance, I think you
Yeah.
know the old adage, don't always trust the weatherman.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I need it to dry up in 30 minutes. It looks like it might blow over.
Who knows? It'll last 5 minutes or it could last 30 minutes. Or it could last 2 in Justin's case, usually. The pop-up showers.
And see, it all depends on how you do videos too. Like JD does really good. What's up, Burger? Like JD does really good with his bashing videos because he adds sound effects and all this other shit in there, and he times it just right.
Uh.
What makes it funny? It makes his videos funny. I can sit and watch a 12, 15-minute video of JD driving his truck around because he throws a little comedy in there, which makes his videos a little bit funnier. And they're not just him jumping the truck and not saying anything.
Yeah, good point there, Nunea.
I don't need to run to the store right quick. I need a cigarette. Someone touch the nerve. What are you talking
Jonathan,
about?
don't do it. Jonathan, don't do it. Don't do it.
Is he talking about Nunea and the snow? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, there he's talking about me talking about drone footage.
Oh.
Because yeah, like I said, if you're on here doing it for fun, by all means do that and have fun with it. Like I said, just don't expect to get really big. It's just not a big enough market on YouTube.
But your ego got big enough.
What, David?
He said Justin's ego got big enough.
And you know what the weirdest thing about drones is, right? Is you'll get people that will start these Facebook groups and they'll get like 15, 20,000 people, no problem to join a Facebook group about drones. But trying to get those people to import themselves over to YouTube and give you a sub, nothing. You can't get them to do a damn thing. You get 20,000 people in a Facebook group that will post videos and pictures all day long. But Facebook doesn't really pay you to do a Facebook group like that. And yet you can't get those 15, 20,000 people to come over to YouTube and support your channel. No matter how much you try, they just don't do it. It's really weird.
Case in
I don't
point.
understand that.
Case
Do
in
what?
point. Case in point. Old farts with drones. Bob Casey has 16,000 subscribers on Facebook. He's got less than 1,000 on his YouTube
Right.
channel.
Same with who else? Like Wedge and Big. He's got way more people on Facebook than he does on Facebook. But to get those people to import from Facebook over to YouTube to help your channel, it's like they could care less. They just have no interest in it. Yeah, it's really, it doesn't.
And a lot
it's
of them
really
probably don't have Facebook accounts, YouTube accounts, so they can't subscribe. That could be another.
Well, it's just a weird thing. Like it's so easy to build a drone thing over there, but then you go straight to another platform and it's really hard.
Do you mean Bob Dempsey? Old
Yes.
farts with drones?
Yeah, not Bob. He said Bob Casey, but yeah, Bob.
Oh,
Dempsey.
I'm sorry, Bob Casey. I'm sorry about that. I meant Bob Dempsey. Mr. Santa Claus.
Yeah, Mr. Santa.
But yeah, it's just really weird how they do how that works. But the video aspect on the Facebook groups is the same. You can post a picture and you'll get 1,000 comments, 1,000 likes. But you post a 2-minute video and you will get hardly any traction on those pages, on those Facebook pages.
Don't think so. Have we seen Carlos lately, Justin?
Carlos.
Oh, he's not doing you being if you're on about the Carlos that comes to my channel, Daniel's brother, then he's not
Daniel's brother Carlos, yeah.
he's not turning up anymore. According to Daniel.
Daniel, my brother. Who's that, Justin? Who sings that song?
My brother?
No, Daniel, my brother, he is more to me. Do you still feel the pain?
I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar.
You mean with my voice you couldn't tell?
No.
Elton John, Daniel. was
No,
the
I
name of
never
that
really
song.
listened to Elton John. I was
That's
never
'cause you
really into
suck.
his
Really?
music. No, I'm not into Elton John music, bro. I grew up in the 90s.
He's into the Spice Girls.
Weren't you into AC/DC and
And Backstreet
Queen?
Boys.
Nah, dude, I grew up on like Green Day and like
Well, I
rap.
grew up with
I was like a mixture of like 90s rock and rap, dude. I didn't listen to Elton John, dude. I'd have got my ass kicked in school for listening to him.
A lot of kids in my grade listen to like AC/DC and Blue Oyster Cult, and then others
Yeah, but
listen
that's
to Green
completely
Day
different
and
from Elton
NSYNC.
John, bro. Like back in the 90s, no, I'd have never listened to Elton John. I
He
remember
does
my
sound
grandma.
like
I remember my grandma bought me the CD for Christmas, the Candle in the Wind one he did. When Princess Diana died, she bought everybody in the family a copy of that CD. And I never listened to it. It's sat in my room for years unopened. Never even opened up the damn thing.
Yeah.
It's sat in my CD collection for years unopened, and I don't know whatever I did with it, to be honest with you.
Let me just go and find something.
No on Dr. Dre, Nunea. I know who Dr. Dre is, but
Yeah, I grew up on like Nirvana, Green Day, like
Coldplay.
NWA. Like I was in more 90s, late 80s or 90s music. But like AC/DC and all those, yeah, I listened to those growing up because, all my uncles, half my uncles worked for my dad's company and they were all mechanics and truck drivers. So they all listened to that shit. Like that's all you heard in my dad's garages playing all the time was rock music. But AC/DC is completely different from Elton John.
Was there ever Kiss playing in that garage?
Dude, they played everything. Kiss, AC/DC, Metallica. I mean, pretty much any of the rock bands that you can think of from like the 70s and beyond.
Point, Nunea. Got a good point there.
What was the name of that radio station they used to? It was 98.2, 98.1. It was the
Nine.
rock station out of Las Vegas. That was the one my uncles
I'm not
always
sure.
listened to. I think it was 98.1, Rock of Love or something. It was a rock station out of Vegas.
I know for a while it was iHeartRadio. A lot of them were on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, iHeartRadio's. Yeah, but that wasn't back then. That's just recently. Our iHeartRadio went around and bought out a lot of radio stations and became this huge conglomerate of radio stations.
Yep.
They kind of went out and got all these little single radio stations and made them one big corporation and put them
So,
all under one umbrella.
Gitchy, what did you think of the 60s and 70s then?
I mean, I'm not going to say Elton John's not a legend in his own right because he is, but I just never listened to him. Just like Michael Jackson was, but I never listened to Michael Jackson. I wasn't a fan of his either. Just wasn't my kind of music.
He did Thriller.
What does Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett have in common?
Oh God, what?
They both passed away the same day.
And then that's that. You know what? I didn't even think about that, but you're right because her death got overshadowed by his.
Exactly.
I remember that. I remember not a lot of people talked about Farrah Fawcett because he died, and he overshadowed her because he was much more famous than her.
And then my mom died the next day, and she overshadowed both of them.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Really
There's
crazy.
a lot of movie stars and music artists that die sometimes, and you just don't hear about it because somebody else bigger will die, and their death will get covered more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nunea has a message for you there, Justin. About a symphony, live symphony.
His name's Nunya.
Nunya, sorry. Nunya.
I don't know. I'm not a big musical type person.
And here comes Nunya.
Nunya.
The last 3 musicals I went to in person, I fell asleep in all 3 of them. Halfway through the show.
Are you there?
I only went because there were free tickets. And
None,
two
are you
of them
there?
were Christmas parties.
More details to continue stream broadcast, channel 2 on Bravo.
Eddie?
Channel 2 on Bravo. Hey guys, I'm gonna get going. It's dry out. I'm gonna see if I can fly the neighborhood.
Oh,
You
it
guys have a
stopped
good
raining?
one. It stopped
All right.
raining
We'll
for
see
this
you later.
second. So, but watch me get there and it'll be raining. I'll let you know. Have a good
Okay.
one, guys.
See you later. Where is this one piece? Oh, there it is.
Shop Around the Corner. Wasn't that the Christmas movie that Donald always talks about?
Uh,
Isn't that a
not
Christmas
too
movie?
sure.
Pretty sure that's the one that he said he liked a lot. Like it was his favorite movie.
He goes on about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there was one particular Christmas movie though he's talked about a lot. I think it was Shop Around the Corner, but I could be wrong. If it's the Christmas movie, then I'm pretty sure I'm right. Who are you answering yes to? Get you me or Edward? Because he asked the question right before she typed that.
What happened to Nunya?
I don't think he can get signal properly, or Zoom's still playing up.
Yeah, your some reason your link in this show was messing up. Because I
Really?
tried clicking on it and it kept saying invalid meeting ID, and I had to go back to one of your old shows to get the link.
Can you hear me
'cause it
now?
wasn't working.
Can hear you
Yeah.
now.
You can hear you now.
Woohoo! What are you making, Laura? Really cool. It's Legos?
Yeah, it's Eeyore.
Okay, yeah, that was definitely the movie
Eeyore.
that Donald was talking about then. That's definitely the Christmas movie he was talking about because that sounded real familiar.
Me and you have very similar music tastes, Justin. You're a little younger than me, but 90s was my thing. Okay.
Yeah, like late 80s, 90s, that was my music. era.
Nirvana was awesome. Okay. If you've seen the Unplugged, you know how awesome it really is. You know, they sold that
And-
sweater he had for like $500,000 or something.
I love the Nirvana music, like the beat of it and everything, but if you actually listen, you ever read the lyrics, half of the music doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, it does,
like- it
but
was-
you have
it
to
was like-
investigate to understand it. I'm just going to tell you
I
that now.
dove into it pretty deeply, and some of the songs, I don't know. it's
I mean, that's
more
what
or less
alternative
gibberish.
was. It was supposed to be different, so that's kind of part of it. He invented it, and he was the best at it, if you ask me.
It's
A lot of
Nunya.
the songs they don't play that I like.
I just don't know if some of these artists that are considered legends by today's standards because they died so early in their careers.
Yeah, you know,
I don't know. I
it's
don't know if
partial.
they
It's
would
it's
be-
half and half.
I
okay.
don't know if they'd be considered a legend still. though,
It's
if they
half
were
and
still
half.
alive.
The tragedy of Jimi Hendrix, right? What would
Well,
that guy have made if he hadn't died, right?
Well, it's not that. It was what I'm
That's
saying
a
is
legendary status.
no. But what I'm saying is, would they be held to as high of a standard as they are because they died young? Some people tend to get these almost like
you have-
mystical, like legendary status
You're
put
not
around
wrong.
their name.
But you
because
also
they're
have to
young.
think about like Metallica. A lot of new young kids love Metallica. They love it. Okay. There's still a few kicking it to the old school. They're still kicking it. They just like other stuff too now, right? We're old, right? When the Beatles came out, they rocked it, right? They were ready when they came over here. They rocked it. They played overseas for years and were ready. The American people weren't ready for it. Okay. And I know that's kind of probably not your thing even because that's old too, but
Yeah,
just
that's a
a,
completely different movie, Edward.
I mean, it's just it's just a, an example, But yeah, I was, all through the 90s was the best time of my life, brother.
Well,
I was
every
fit,
generation.
I was roller skating every day. I was doing X Games stuff. I was was just the best. I had a good girlfriend. My girlfriend was with me 10 years at this point. Okay, things were good, man.
Well, like I said before, every generation, thinks they had the best generation, best music. But it's every generation perceives their stuff as their own. I mean,
The older you get,
kids
the
born
more
now are
you're
gonna think
okay with it.
I'm saying when kids born now and they're our age, they're gonna think that their music was the best,
Well, I
They're-
mean,
they're-
yeah,
They're
but
gonna have that same.
there's still some
nostalgia
who
when they
don't.
think back.
Have you heard of Greta Van Fleet?
No.
Greta Van Fleet is a band that sounds very much like Led Zeppelin, and they get hated on for it. They're awesome, Justin. Check them out. If you like Led Zeppelin, you'll
Yep.
really like Greta Van
Okay,
Fleet.
so that's definitely the movie Gitchy because I remember Dawn talking about it was based off of a remake of You Got Mail. So that's definitely the movie he was talking about.
The newest song by Greta is Meet the Master. It's awesome. They're from Michigan where we live, me and Paul. They're awesome. If you really like Led Zeppelin, you'll like them. And people hate on him for this reason. Well, Led Zeppelin's gone and he's already given his blessing. Just let it happen. Is there anything wrong with carrying on the music? No.
Yeah, but
right?
what I'm saying is like kids that are born now, they're gonna think back when we're our age, and they're gonna think, they're gonna have that same nostalgic feeling about their time period, and they're gonna think that they had the best, for
Right.
the most part.
All
I
I'm
mean-
saying is the Grateful Dead fans from the 70s had kids that still live today. Okay? They're listening to
Yeah, I mean it's the
they're
same.
listening to what's his name playing the guitar what's his name?
But you can give that
I
same.
bet Chat knows. The
It's like
guitarist
the
now.
same status with I mean, like newer artists. Like look at Eminem. I mean, the following that
John
man
Mayer.
has, the following that Eminem has is insane.
Right.
I mean, and it's
I
the same,
know
like-
I knew him personally, actually, and I've said this before in chat. Nobody believes me, but he lived right next to my best friend, and they sat on the porch with a tape with a rap beat to it, and they rapped all day, every day. That's how he got good. He did it. He practiced, and they call him Slim Shady because he was a drug dealer. If you don't believe me, that's fine. You can look it up for yourself. He lived on Novara Street, right next to my friend.
Yeah, but the whole persona of Slim Shady with Eminem was he was playing two different personalities in his music. So actually had three. He had Eminem, Marshall Mathers, and then he had Slim Shady.
This is true.
Which were three different personalities he would bring out.
The only thing that was true in those movies, 8 Mile, was he lived in a trailer park in that 8 Mile movie, and he used to put his money where his mouth was and go to those places where they were rapping, and that's how he got famous.
Because if you look at his three personas, Eminem was the battle rapper type. Slim Shady was the type that just would say off the wall, just crazy shit in his music.
Makes sense to
And
me.
then Marshall Mathers was when he would make music for his daughter.
I'm just telling you what I know
like
from
a family
knowing the
man
guy.
type music.
He didn't like me. The guy never liked me. I love his music. He never liked me. And I'm an ICP fan, and they don't get along. I like them both, right? They didn't
Oh,
get
you're talking
along,
about
right?
there was quite a few artists from Detroit.
I'm from
that had
Detroit,
issues. One of the big ones he had an issue with was Insane Clown Posse.
Yep, that's what I'm
But
talking
they've
about.
actually squashed that since.
Yeah, they did. Finally, after many years.
Well, it was all because Proof came in.
Yes, that is
and
true.
was a mediator, and they
So
squashed.
you know
it.
that is true. You must be
Yeah,
a really
I
good.
know
You
the whole
must be a real
history.
fan of Eminem to know this stuff.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of him.
So that's
I
good.
know, like
Okay.
he's what people don't realize too is he's one of the only like 3 or 4 artists in the world that has more than 3 double diamond albums.
It's true.
Or one of his albums was triple diamond was the triple
He's
diamond.
kind of
album.
fallen off the map a little, and I can tell you why. He's a
Was
fucking
it?
jerk. That's why.
Oh,
He's a jerk.
Dude, he hasn't fallen
He
off, bro.
is very, 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 very egocentric. He thinks he is the shit. No one can touch him. That's just the way he is. I don't know if this is why. I'm guessing.
Oh, I mean,
he's made enough
Yeah.
money where he really
Who-
doesn't have
who-
to play anymore anyway.
well, it's
right?
not even about money. The man.
I've been to his
speak for
concerts even,
themselves.
just so you know.
I'm saying, but his stats speak for themselves. Ain't nobody's done what he's done. He's one of the
That's
top,
true.
like 3 or 4 top selling artists in history.
True.
Over 150 million records worldwide.
It's very true. There's a good reason for this. He had
There's not
both
a s-
sides, right?
There's not a single
He had both sides on his back.
rap
on
artist
his
that has
side.
ever touched him in sales or anything.
And I think the only white artists that even come close to probably his record sales is Beastie Boys.
Oh,
That's
no,
not
they're
saying
even,
much.
No. They're not even close. Go look at their record sales compared
I would
to his.
say they're
not-
probably the only ones that I know of.
Oh yeah, as far as just in general, but I mean,
I love music very much. We got to get in. We should have a music night one night on your end. That would be cool. We had the drinking night. That didn't go very well. Don't do that again.
No, he's definitely one of the greats. for
He's
sure.
definitely great. We just didn't. We never got along, and that was just on a personal level. Like I said, I really like his music. I really do. It's just I've bought his albums. I've been to his concerts, but me personally, if we were in the same room together, I'd have to leave. I have no choice. I had to leave. He doesn't like me. I don't know why he never liked me. Maybe because I was kind of a rambly, just like I am now. And that's not his thing, dude. Now, Kid Rock, on the other hand, I have met as well. That dude is a partier, man. He is a
Oh, yeah,
partier.
Kid Rock's a little nutcase for sure. He's funny.
We were at a bar and it was closing down, and him and his crew were there, and they were like, "Man, we can't get no more drinks. We can't." And they're like, "No, sorry, man. I don't care who you are. You're not getting it." And my buddy had a bar in his basement. We're like, "Dude, we got you guys. Just come over." He's like, "Oh, we'll pay you." I was like, "No, dude, just come over and hang out, right?" And that dude pulled out a satchel of cocaine, and I was like, "Okay." Like that's when I knew. I was like, "All right, I gotta
Edward
go."
said, "I grew up in Detroit, south of 8 Mile Road."
Yeah.
Actually, that famous.
I grew up in 7 Mile, 6 Mile. Moved pretty much
famous
around
pawn
a
shop.
little bit.
That
I
famous
used to
pawn
like
shop
Eminem.
is on 8 Mile.
Are you talking about the one with Les?
Yeah. You used to listen to him, David?
Something Jewelry and
I used to
Pawn,
like
I think it was
Eminem.
called.
It just became a bit of a bastard when they made him non-vegetarian.
Right.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh, his new music is freaking fire, though. I'll tell you that. The shit
but
he put
I was
out-
brought up on Eminem.
his last 3 albums he put out were amazing.
I think it's 8 Mile Jewelry and Pawn, actually. I can't remember the name of it.
The biggest sad news is Celine Dion.
What?
She's got that rare muscle disease and she can't sing anymore.
Really?
Had to cancel all the concerts and everything.
Okay. Well, that doesn't just affect your voice. That's everything, right?
Celine
Yes.
Dion,
The heart will go on.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Maybe think twice and stuff
Did
like
the-
that.
She did the Titanic.
What is
sound.
she
Like
got?
Celine Dion was pretty big, but that Titanic album
Did
really.
Did
threw
Celine
her
Dion
over
do
the
Titanic
top.
or was it Kate Winslet?
No.
No,
No,
it was-
Selenia.
No, it was because, like I said, Celine Dion
Oh,
was
yeah.
pretty big, But that
My heart will
album
go on.
really launched her career really high. Because
Yeah,
that
well,
movie made so much money worldwide. That was a big movie. And that
fucking went on
song
forever.
she
That
did.
fucking thing.
But the one song that she did
Yeah.
that everybody knows from the
With
movie,
you,
yeah, that
but sucks when people have to go down like that.
Yeah, I went to watch the midnight showing of Titanic, and I'd say about an hour and a half in, everybody was snoring apart from me. It was like, for God's sake.
talking about
I'm gonna tell
Celine
you
Dion,
guys a
get you?
show when you go ahead.
I was asking Get You if she was talking about Celine Dion.
If you guys want to see a show that you're going to spend money on, that is something I would never pick, was Trans-Siberian Orchestra. If you've never seen it, it's awesome. And I hate Christmas music. It's awesome. It's so good. Take your family to see it. If you like Christmas music, you're going to love it. I promise you.
Well, then you just
It's worth every penny.
convinced me from going to see it because I hate Christmas music.
Well, they play guitar. They play
Yeah.
like it's awesome, dude. They give you a little bit of something for
There you go,
everyone.
Paul.
There's
You're just missing
fireworks.
these
It's
ears.
awesome. I hate Christmas music, man. I went because someone wanted me to go. It was awesome. Oh, he looks cool.
Eddie, welcome to my world.
Oh
Christmas.
yeah, look at there.
Just got to do his ears.
She has stiff person syndrome.
Yeah.
It's not glued together, neither is it? So it's going to come apart if you're not careful.
Where
Did you
did
put a
that
message in it?
No, I did not put a message in it.
Yeah, no good.
Where did that piece?
The
just-
message is, I'm good with Legos.
Oh, I see.
I love it.
All I did was bang it on the table and a piece fell out.
When I first saw the face, I think you could do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a little because the face looked green at the bottom, like green and like looked like like the colors and the eyes are right. Bet you if you did the same thing, you could probably make some.
No, my next one build is either going to be this one, thanks to
Yeah.
Gitchy.
You better take a break or you're going to have damn blisters on your fingertips. I know your fingers got to be a little sore.
No,
Your fingertips aren't a little sore from playing with all them Legos?
no.
You really are good with the 3D modeling of it. I don't know if you're using the program, but there is a program for that, right?
No, she's
Oh,
just
there it is. There it is. She does know. The creator
No, she's
comes
playing-
with a program.
No, she's just doing it off the paper instruction booklets.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
the creator comes with a program. If you want to download it, you can, and you can make anything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's
These
not
are all
actually
special
Lego
kits.
brand.
That's
Well,
Lego.
that one.
It's
no,
all
no,
Lego,
one of
right?
them-
It's not. It's micro brick.
no, it's an off brand of Legos. It's called
Oh yeah,
Micro
Tycho
Brick.
bricks. Yeah, same.
But
They're
the
just a
other
little
one
wider,
that
is all they are.
but that other model she has, it's actually 3 different models in one. You choose which one you want.
Well, yeah, you choose which one you want. I'm doing the pattern when I do it.
Oh yeah, micro brick. Okay,
Yeah, it's a. I mean,
I was
any
thinking of
brand
Mega
that's
Blocks.
not-
That's not the same.
No, those are the one oh Jesus Christ!
Those are the really bonk ones.
Those are those huge ones that like 3-year-olds play with.
No. They make regular size ones too. They're just garbage. They're really junky.
Nothing beats a big jumbo block.
It's like you haven't been about. Well, I recently did this one.
Go on, drop it.
Rush.
No, I'm not dropping it because if I drop it, I have to tell Justin the message inside.
Just put some glue on there.
She put a special message. She put a piece of paper with a message and put it inside as she was building it.
Hey.
There's a hidden message in there she's going to read. Like
That's the man
that.
that.
And that's
Yeah,
right. I
right.
don't think you told me what
wish.
was on it, did you?
I
That
don't
guy
think
was
I did.
That guy was a weirdo.
Yeah,
man.
I don't think
I don't
you
trust
said
that
what was on it. You just put the date on it of when you put it in there.
And the
He's a
live
pill
stream
popper.
it's from.
Yeah,
That is
that's
really
right.
cool. I was just going to ask you if that one was Lego too, because from the distance in the camera, you can't really tell.
No, the only one I think that you have is Lego brand is the bird one, right?
I've got 2 Lego brands. I've got this one, and there's another one around here somewhere.
Yeah, that's actual Lego brand.
At one time, I had almost $8,000 worth of Legos. I sold them all.
Legos are fucking expensive.
Yeah,
I'll tell
David,
you
They were
that.
all the Technic kind.
My cockatiel one's missing. That's Lego.
Get the big like Star Wars ones. Oh my god, those are expensive.
I've always wanted them to make life-size Legos so you can make like a go-kart out of them, right? That actually works. But the price that it costs to make something like that is just way too much. You might as well just
Edward
3D
Lord, you're
print
gonna
it at
get
this
carpal
point.
tunnel.
Yeah, you might as well just 3D print.
Yeah, like let me see here.
We won't see it in our lifetimes probably, but when the 3D print revolution comes where they can make it in 20 minutes, it's going to be life-changing. When they can print a wrench out of metal in 20 minutes, okay? 3D printing is probably the best thing that's happened to us. Do you agree, Justin, besides the drones in the past
I
20
printed a
years?
spanner in 20 minutes.
And you print too?
Yeah. I'm getting the new I'm getting the bamboo.
Yeah,
out.
look how much this Lego.
Wasn't it? It was the
Now
guy.
look how much this
it was the
Lego
guy,
does
the
stuff
guy in
now.
the wheelchair. What's his name? The guy,
Rob,
the RC guy.
You see
Rob,
that?
that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, he doesn't 3D print. He uses the 3D.
Yeah. You see how much
oh,
this
but
Lego
that's
Death Star
really
stuff?
expensive.
I know. I've seen.
Yeah,
it.
but it's also
it's like 10,000
like the
parts
size
or
of a-
something. Yeah,
No, it's
it's like the biggest kit they make or
10,188
something like that.
pieces.
Yeah, I know.
Or
it very well.
3,000. But the thing is it's like really big.
Yeah, it's huge.
And you have all these different partitions in here that you can like
Mm-hmm.
build scenes in.
Yeah, gonna
And
be
then you
honest.
have a overplate that you can put on the outside to cover it completely up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. If you can't fly it, I ain't buying it.
Yeah, but the thing
Well,
is, is people do
there
buy
has
that
been people to make RC Lego vehicles, especially ground mounted. Flying, I'm not sure, but they sell a kit that gives you everything you need
build
to
it.
make it fully RC. They
If
sell
you
a
built
kit.
a
It gives you
lo-
the servos, everything.
I'm saying if you know how to build RCs or FPVs or any of that shit, you could build a Lego car.
You
and
probably
put your own
could.
shit
You
in
you
it.
might need to make the wings fake. Well, not fake, but attached to the Legos and be really ultra lightweight in order to make it.
No, I'm not saying to fly. I'm just saying if you have the skills to know how to build RCs or FPV, you can build any car or RC car you wanted and
Yeah,
put
you
the
totally
right.
can.
You would know which stuff to buy to put into it to make it go.
You can actually go to their, like I was telling you, there's a program that you can build virtually 3D, and then they'll sell you the kit with every part in it and the instructions.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay a shit ton of money for that too. though.
It's about the same, really. The
I'm saying
program's
if you-
free. You're only paying for the Legos, so it depends on what you build.
Yeah, but look at how much Legos cost,
They are
bro.
very
a little,
expensive.
A
Yes.
little just box of like a 30-piece Lego
Yes.
set to build just like a little tiny car. You're looking at $20, $30.
They got ones where it's just a guy with articulating arms and legs, and it's $12, $16.
All I want to say is, I wish I'd saved all the Lego when I was a kid.
I didn't want to sell mine. I had to when I moved, but I had a lot of them. They were all the Technic ones, you know. You can like with
That
the
is
ears
a
and stuff.
big ass puzzle. Get you 45,000 pieces.
Right, anyway, I'm dropping off.
Yeah,
Hi,
I think,
Laura.
I think we're gonna close her down, huh?
Bye, everyone. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Nanya.
Yeah. Merry
we'll see y'all
Christmas.
later.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
I'll see
Okay,
ya.
bye bye.
Later.
Can you have one of the kids go down and close the front door?